Welcome to Hurrdat Sports Live.
Just making me a better player, I say. Just being able to create more separation, get a chance to get the ball even more. Production just go up, get better and better.
Set me apart from different, other receivers, especially because I'm in the slot. So you don't really see much physicality from a slot receiver like that. So yeah, I take much pride in that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, one, obviously we're all going to do what's best for the team. He has a chance to be a really, really special player. He's very versatile and unique. I think he's going to have a chance to help us no matter where he's at. But, I think that just tells you about our team. Mosey goes to the running back room and this next guy up mentality in our room.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of just get to know each other, off the field. That's where we kind of see each other's backgrounds, where we came from, kind of what's our burn. That's kind of been our main focus right now. That's going to drive this team, this culture of individually guys, like what's going to motivate them, but what's going to be displayed on the field by what they're doing.
You wear the same clothes, you have the same schedule, regardless if you set your alarm, if it's a kind of a recovery day and you're not practicing, you're still up here early. And, they run together, but, hopefully you get up and you make some progress, which, going into day 5 tomorrow, I think that's been the case so far. So far, so good. It's still very early. 2 days in pads and full pads tomorrow. So, every day we get out there, we'll learn a little bit more.
Good morning. Welcome into Hurrdat Sports Live, presented by Centris Federal Credit Union. That's DB. I'm Ravi Lulla here at Hurrdat Sports Bar and Grill. What's up, DB?
What's up?
Oh, nothing.
That sounds like my daughter. She's rubbing off on me.
What's up?
That's how she kind of says it. And she's got this thing now where she says, yes.
She's always done that, hasn't she?
Yes. And I said, is that all you're going to say? Yes.
Should I start doing that to you?
No. No.
I feel like you would hit me.
You're big. Yeah. I was going to say, you're big enough for if I touch you, you won't bruise. She still may call CPS.
Yeah, you got to be careful there.
Nah, that's my little princess. We're not messing with her.
Yes.
Yes.
How'd the trade deadline treat you?
Man, everybody got better but Los Angeles. So, the fathers did fathers things, but
so you can't be real excited about the Padres.
No, they're legit.
Yeah.
But they're known to
they're coming.
They're known to gag.
Yeah,
I know that. So
that's true. That's true.
Whenever you get through with your verbiage, that's typically what they do in the postseason. So I'm just hoping that continues. I thought a sneaky little nice pickup was Yastrzemski going to Kansas City.
Oh, yeah.
I was a little surprised he was on the move, but I am happy he's not. He's one of those guys that I always thought could be really good.
Yeah.
And apparently the Royals are going to make a run at this thing.
Yeah, good for them.
I don't know. I'm happy for my Royals friends, but I couldn't care less about the Royals.
I just like it when teams decide to go for it.
I like the haul that the A's got back.
Oh, yeah.
They
got a top 5 prospect in baseball
3.
for a reliever?
Yeah.
Was it Leo
Deschanel? No, I'm kidding.
It's like Leo Del Rey or something. Yeah, I can't remember his name.
I like what happened with them. Because that's a team, and I hope so for Brunson's sake, because he's hilarious, and I still hope we're both around in 3 years. But that's a team where if they don't sell off some of their pieces, I can at least see the A's plan. Because I told you I kind of like their roster.
Yeah.
I told you I like Kurtz before. Well, people in New York, people that follow baseball, it wasn't a hot take by me, but before the season started, I'm like, I like their roster, and he's really good, and you can build around him. So whenever they get finished playing in the trash box, which is at least another year, right? How long are the A's still in purgatory?
I think they're there for 2 more years.
Is it 2?
I think they're there for 2 more
Yeah, see,
years.
that would rot. I don't know if I could get over that.
That might, honestly, that might hurt him as much as anything.
But
the guys apparently hate playing there.
Wait, so you weren't joking about boat jumping?
No, I was. Yeah, they're jumping off a boat onto a dock.
No, you're gonna have to change the channel. I'm not and why?
Shane, can you go get the?
We didn't get the
iPad.
Man, what are we on this morning?
I was getting the camera set up.
Man, listen.
Thank you, Shane.
You know he gets mad because he loves our first segments. That's why he never pays attention to guests. He's like, oh man, I just love what you guys are saying, man. I didn't know we were talking to Jason Cole at 7:30. We never have a guest in the first hour. I was like, oh shoot, that's what we're on.
No, it's like that sometimes.
So I mean, I don't know. I'm like, I don't know.
Dustin May is gonna make me mad, right?
Probably.
Okay.
Super capable.
Filthy stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, straight up disgusting
You
stuff.
just saw him the other day.
Yeah, straight up disgusting stuff.
But
does not pitch a lot.
and he's got to get to the point where he can see guys second way through.
Yeah, multiple times.
They're
through the lineup.
seriously like, what is this?
I don't know.
I thought you were joking.
No. I wasn't.
So would this be like, hey, who's my guy? Is it Kobe? Who gets on me about, did you see?
Oh, Cole.
Cole.
Yeah.
I should know because I like a Cole. My man Cole Schramm.
Cole's a good dude.
Yeah, you keep telling me that.
You would
I'll rock. Yeah.
you would
So
like
he
Cole.
messaged me about some food. Hey,
Yeah.
I think I rock.
You would like Cole.
I'll
Cole
rock
is
with
a good dude.
Definitely.
He's a better person than I am. for
I'll
sure.
definitely rock with Cole.
Which is not a high bar, but
This would be like me saying, hey, did you see the show on ESPN where they were like jumping off barges? You'd be like, no. Or however snooty you say it.
how would I say it?
No. Like, why would I watch that?
Am I playing a British butler in a movie? What's
I don't
happening?
know. That's how you talk sometimes. At least that's how my.
Off air, I did hit you with one just as bad. The tennis one from last week.
Yeah. Hey, did you watch the Monte Carlo de Frisco Toro in the Meadowlands, but not really the Meadowlands? It was in the Bronx.
It was in DC.
Yeah, that's about the title of it, though.
Yeah, I think it's actually called like the Mubadala Open. It's a stupid name.
Is that Indian?
No, I don't know. I really don't know.
It was giving me Mumbai vibes.
It's Mumbai.
Them two.
So close.
Oh, I had Dubai on the brain.
Different country.
God, we're gonna struggle today.
Entirely different ethnic group of people.
That whole thing was real. I thought that whole sequence, the Mumbai, the Dubai, like.
I believe you.
What are we doing?
No, yeah, I did hit you with a pretty like diabolical. Like, there's no way you watched.
It had
that.
34 names. It felt like, I don't know.
And then it was two tennis players that you probably.
Hey
couldn't
man,
care
they had
less
this
about.
fifth set, man. It was like 5-2. And then he was serving your championship point twice. It was 40-15. He got it to deuce. Then he had add twice. It was this unbelievable winner. It was like this boomerang banana shot that hit like 6 millimeters on the white line in the corner. And it was like, that's what kind of fifth set it was.
You actually got a lot of the details right.
I remember everything you said. Is that not exactly what happened?
It was 16 millimeters, but everything else was spot on.
What'd I say, 6?
6.
Shout out me. Shout out.
Dimonor and Davidich Fakina.
Yeah, Vakina. Is that Indian?
No.
Oh. I don't know, man. I'm just.
Davidovich gives you Indian vibes.
I skipped over the first name. It's all about the last name anyway.
Sure.
I mean, Jokic tells me a lot more than Nikola.
I think you start to narrow down a part of the globe with Nikola.
Yeah. You don't have any Davidic rolling around?
Not a lot of Davidoviches in the Indian subcontinent.
Too many hard D's.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, for sure. And the ICH at the end, Davidovich, like itch is not really an Indian ending of a name there.
Last name could have been, though.
Fokina, that's probably more Middle Eastern than
all right,
Indian,
we're
but you're getting closer to the neighborhood.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm trying to help you out here. I'm always trying to help you out, TV.
Do you go back and never listen to the show?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not kind.
Every time I hear it, I'm like, man, I'm just really trying to help DB out here.
I had one of my coaches ask me last night, "You guys really get along?" Yeah, we saw. He's all right. He's all right. Kind of aggressive. Yeah, he feels empowered. It's fine.
It's your fault. You empowered me.
I just don't, I'm pretty chill.
I know.
So it's whatever.
Once you're in the tree of trust, it's cool.
It's all good. You talk reckless. I'm with Nick, though. I'm not going to say what he said, but he wants to have a good Friday. So apparently the first 5 minutes, we're cool. We're hitting all the marks.
Where did Nick go? I don't even
Nick's
see him.
at the top. Nick's
the very
towards
top?
Nick's towards TK and my man Headley.
He's F off Friday. Let's hear some hot takes.
I wonder if is he off? Nick, are you off? Are you not going to work today? Are you chilling? We're just gonna trick? Well, Todd said Happy Friday, y'all. I like Todd because Todd always says goodbye,
I do like Todd.
and famously, I do not.
He leaves at about like 9:40 every day.
Hey, have a safe day, guys. Good.
Yeah, appreciate Todd.
Yeah, take care.
You know,
Seems very responsible.
he's probably a dad.
Yeah.
Gives off some dad
Vibes.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well rounded.
it gives off like very much like, see you, have a good day, love you.
By the way, I didn't see the fam this morning.
Oh, you didn't see Scott out?
No.
Come on, man.
How's that on me?
You left at the wrong time, apparently. I'm sure it's not because they weren't walking.
Yeah, and I have a fairly long margin of error. They have to go all the way down the street. So it's got to take them a good 6 minutes. So I got 5 minutes, I'd say.
Yeah.
I got a good 5-6 minute window, and I left about the same time.
Maybe they were a little late today. Or early. Maybe they left early.
What if they're not walking?
I bet they're walking. Seems like he walks every day.
They got to take a vacation at some point, don't they?
Do they? When's the last time you took a vacation?
I'm poor. What kind of question is that? I don't know why you think. So, I know you're not for me.
What?
Why would you laugh at that?
Because I was not expecting that to be the response. You caught me off guard.
Yep. I keep it a buck.
I'm just saying a lot of people don't take vacations,
Yeah.
So why I said he probably doesn't miss a day is
Do you think my kids want to go anywhere with me?
he's lost a ton of weight, is what he told me.
Yeah.
And so he seems like he's like on it every day.
Although
You know what I mean?
I'm not even gonna hold you. My man does have some Popeye calves. Those jokers are monsters.
That's
and
like,
the only reason I noticed them is because they're inked up. I was like,
oh yeah.
I'm like, this dude is probably used to be yoked or is.
So
Is weird. I don't even know why that caught my attention, except for people some people comment on my calf, like my players, right?
yeah.
So I'm kind of calf conscious. Again,
It's
Okay.
just the combination of words.
okay.
I'm not laughing at your calves. I've never
Just like you weren't laughing at that I said I was poor?
No, it was an unexpected thing for you to say.
Shade. My man's trending, isn't he? In the wrong direction.
Listen, it's not about the content. It's about the delivery.
Mine?
Yeah. Sometimes you say things in a way that's very unexpected for me, and it catches me off guard, and I find that amusing. It's not about the fact that, like,
What if I was suffering through emotional distress because my calves are an odd shape? Like, what if would you care?
I would care.
This ain't good.
If it was like a real problem, I
Yeah.
would care.
Yeah.
I'd also be like, DB, this feels like something that's been going on for a while. Like, we should probably need to figure that out one way or another,
So that's the second time this morning, on air, off air, you referred to me needing to go talk to somebody. 1 and 10. There's 8 numbers in between.
I'm a big advocate for therapy.
Why don't you pick something in the middle?
I try, man. I really do.
Trickle down effect.
I never dream, right?
I don't have a good gauge. Yeah.
Okay.
It's because you barely sleep.
No, and I really didn't this time either. I don't know what happened, but this way you don't watch sci-fi.
Okay.
It was I'm not even going. Don't forget it. I'm just gonna give you the. I basically the house was held up by a polyp.
A polyp?
Yeah.
What is that?
Something you may find in like an exam.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was very misshapen. It looked like a dude with bad acne.
So this was like a life-size polyp, or just a dude that looked like a polyp.
He could show up on Ring.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
He did.
I didn't.
I was like, what the?
I don't know if it was like metaphorically held up because somebody found a polyp on like an exam, and so it was.
For whatever the reason, man, your boy had polyps on him, arm, and I was very You ever wake up and you're like, man,
You're like mad at your own brain. You're like, what'd you come up with that for?
you know what I said?
What?
Real time. Of all the things you had a chance to dream about, you picked that. That's exactly what I said.
Yeah, you're like disappointed in your own brain.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you doing, man? Hey, what are we doing?
Yeah. Strangely enough, he didn't answer me back. But I let him know he sucked. He let me down.
I'll say which personality do you think that was on the Polyp Talk?
That was Lev.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was Kenny.
Kenny. Come on now.
I told you about Kenny.
Yeah, I know.
Kenny's nuts. Kenny, yeah, we try to keep him suppressed.
Keep Kenny on the DL.
Kenny.
Yeah, him.
Different Kenny.
Bo must have heard us talking about him yesterday. He said hello this morning.
Did he?
Yeah, just now. Didn't you hear him?
Say, hey, what's up? Hello.
Kenny.
He doesn't strike me much as a Fetty Wap guy.
Not like you, big Fetty Wap.
That's a bunch of BS.
I passed on Fetty. I went through a Fetty phase because I thought the glaucoma and the eye and losing his eye, I thought it was kind of cool.
I just don't like the sound of his voice. It's
It's
hard for me. I don't like that style of rap.
I'm not like the Mumbleoki.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Nobody can do that.
We on a bow run
Right there.
Apparently.
Yeah. What are we doing, Bo, this
Are
morning?
you talking to a ghost?
Yeah.
Oh, he's talking to a pop.
Hey, I'm not even gonna kid you. That laugh was my favorite. Yes, man, when he dropped that, he thought he was funny. Shane,
You talking to a ghost?
dude, that I used to crack up over that. I was like, you can't laugh before everybody else. But in his defense on that one, the other guys did laugh too.
Yeah. He was still a little early.
Yeah.
He was a little early.
He knew
You talking
it,
to a ghost?
he knew it was gonna land well. Terrence. He comes back from nationals at track with jokes. You can do calf surgery. Of all the things that I need to fix on me, you think I'm going to pick calves first? No. Probably need better eyes. And
Yeah, you should go to the eye doctor.
I'm not listening to you. I don't think you're for me right now.
I am. I'm advocating for you. If I tell somebody to go to therapy, it's not because I don't want them to what's best for them.
I hate the condescending
I'm
delivery.
like, hey, I'm trying to help you out here.
Remember that term that was it Nick that Nick used early?
F off Friday?
Do the first two.
I can go. You want me to?
I got Kenny. I got Shane. We'll make it happen. You think everybody else can hear Kenny?
Nope. That's not how voices in your head work.
I could make it so they can hear Kenny.
Sure, yeah. I don't know how that would go.
This thing fireproof? That's not even funny with
Burn
what's
it to the
going
ground.
on. Hey.
Depends on the day.
We woke up, we'll ride it. Did you watch any preseason?
I did.
Did you have Mookie Betts Love Affair Fest? Man, that's the best Lance has ever looked.
No, I don't care.
I wish he was a Niner.
I don't care about Trey Lance.
He's better than Purdy. We paid him $240 million.
He's not better than Purdy. No.
I just wanted you to walk me through your thought
No,
process.
so I don't have any feeling. I actually want the best for him. I feel like he was.
Oh, that's cute. And stop stealing my terminology.
You think you invented I want the best for him?
Wow. It's not what I said. But there are phrases that are.
Which particular?
You're out.
Which particular phrases are we talking about here?
The one that Nick said to you.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm hoping that he finds success in the NFL. I am. I'm trying to reword it so I don't steal your phrases.
I know I say this 3 times a week in the first hour. I don't know if we're going to make it.
I don't have any animosity towards Trey Lance because none of that was really his fault. You know, he had, honestly, it started in college with the COVID year kind of replacing his junior year. We only got to play the one exhibition weird game thing.
Yeah.
Which I think really hurt.
Headley, I'm telling you, the Titans are going to be better than you think.
I don't know about that, but yeah, I think it stunted his development a little bit. He had a couple injuries in San Francisco, so never really got going, never really had an opportunity to try and get better. And we ended up with a quarterback that's good, so there's no really like hard feelings there. If they didn't have a quarterback,
that's so childish.
No, I mean, if they didn't have a quarterback, it'd be tough to.
We won, so whatever.
Yeah. If
that is so you.
if the Red Sox have
You
been,
you're the type of dude that will hustle people in deals. If you came out on the better end, you felt good.
yeah, sure, absolutely.
Not surprised.
I mean, listen, if the Red Sox have been good post Mookie, I'd have a much easier time dealing with that situation.
Yeah.
Like if Alex Verdugo was not just some random fourth outfielder, cool, we'd be in a lot better position here. I feel.
Is there any particular reason why you think the Dodgers and Red Sox have trade history?
I'm guessing the GMs just get along and they like kind of understand each other.
You think?
I mean,
Isn't it weird?
It is weird. It happens a lot.
Yeah. Verdugo,
Dustin May now.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to go back,
Mookie Betts.
if you want to go back,
Although, did we have Freeman then? When did we get Betts? 19?
19. But after the 19 season. Yeah.
It's testing my Rolodex.
Yeah, when your GM got hired?
Yeah.
I can't remember. I don't know. I mean, the Red Sox are a couple GMs on now, so.
Hey, do you want a squirrel moment?
Yeah, absolutely.
Before we get back into sports, because I want to talk about Trey Lance.
Yeah.
That ice that you have.
Yeah.
Did you buy it separate?
Kind of.
Okay, Shane. I mean, that's a fairly easy question.
It is, but it's not.
Game 7.
Okay, you got a lot of shade in you.
So
Exactly. You got the ball in your left hand.
Every day y'all go
Game
out
7.
on the road.
Like, who is this guy motivating?
I think the voice is in his head.
Now, in his defense, Ryan Clark did ask him off the cuff. So if you were like, hey, DB, give me hype. And like it's like if you tell me to do one of my impersonations. I probably can't do it on demand.
Yeah. You kind of have to do it naturally. You have to flow into it.
Yeah.
Although I will say,
like, a lot of people don't want the rah-rah.
I've seen
the grocery store.
I've seen the video of him doing actual like hype speeches, and I don't think it's any better. You know what I mean?
It's our day, fellas.
We're gonna eat some W's. What?
And the ball is out of your hands.
What are we doing, Jameis? You know what's funny?
Jameis.
Yes. Kenny loves that dude.
K Bizzle?
Yeah.
Does he?
They roomed together in Tampa. He loves that dude.
And Kenny's good natured.
He is. Yeah.
So I could see it. I don't know.
Like, if you're not a bad person, Kenny will find a way to ride with you.
Yeah,
for the most part.
I'm not gonna say who my son rooms with, but his roommate is not the easiest guy to sleep with. And I didn't. The other person did, but my offspring is a very particular sleeper. This is hilarious that he has to deal with this.
Really?
Oh yeah. Hilarious. Because he's Mr. Control his environment.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is very, very funny. So the whole sleep thing and roommates.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have a good one.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, training camp, I went through with Menor, and he was a sleeper. So he didn't mind. You know, while he's busy making the team as a second-round draft pick, I'm playing video games as an undrafted free agent until 1 a.m. And very excited about the cafeteria food because it basically was all you could eat.
Okay.
I was like,
let's go.
I said, ooh, I hope they have that cutlet again on Tuesday. Wait, am I still going to be here? I keep it a buck.
I mean, hey, self-awareness is important.
You think I don't have mulligans I want to go back and get?
No, I get it.
Stop walking your little wobbly butt over to the cafeteria and be better. That's why they gave you 35, a fat kid number.
They thought you were going to eat your way into it?
Yeah. Although, I was pretty legit then.
Yeah. Back in the day.
My guy wears 35, and he's certainly not fat, so I'm cool with that.
Who wears 35?
Mackay.
Oh, that's right.
Much like tight ends, he will become the hot topic. Although, he's going to give him a run for his money now because we're hearing about these backs.
Dana gave him a little love.
Dude, he's way good.
For Mackay. Although, you know what? You know what's funny? It's funny you bring up Mosey because
the only back I can remember missing on.
Yeah.
And I mean legit missing.
Yeah. Like you thought he was going to be good and you're like.
No. Either way.
Okay.
Le'Veon Bell.
You thought he was not good?
Yeah, I thought he was trash.
Yeah.
Coming out of Michigan State, I was like, this guy sucks. Now, why was that funny?
It's the way you said it, man. The delivery is funny. You get mad when I don't think you're funny. You get mad when I do think
I'm
you're funny.
always funny. I want to know why you think I'm funny.
The delivery.
I never know if you're laughing to be a prick or you actually are encouraging me.
That was funny.
Typically, it's not the latter.
Man, that guy sucks. That was
Yeah,
funny.
He just, you know, he was this little squatty body, and I didn't think he had good movement.
Yeah.
But he gets to camp after being in Latrobe. He's like 218. I was like, who's the little dude?
Yeah.
I still hated his running style, but
Yeah, he kind of does these weird.
he made it work.
Yeah.
I whiffed on him.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna if Mackay gets it, I'm not gonna miss on Mackay.
Yeah. Although I came out of yesterday thinking, I mean, I know that DeKill Shorts had glowing things to say about Mosey.
Yeah. Hey, so hang on, hold that thought for a second.
Okay.
Shane, I'm gonna make it easy on you. You played it in the open. Give me the Shorts clip talking about the wide receiver room and the versatility in Mosey. I want you to pay attention to something he said.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, do you want me to talk like slow? By the way, season 2 of Wednesday is coming out on Netflix August 6th.
I know, my wife's very excited about it.
Oh, Hurrdat. High
Yeah.
five, Natasha. She's in on Wednesday?
Oh, yeah. She likes kind of spooky, whatever. I mean, it's not like scary, but like very sort of darker vibes.
Yeah, that's like my board the plane.
Really?
Yeah, go to West
I
Lafayette binge.
I actually watched that show with her last year. I liked it.
Yeah, that show's legit. Shane, you ready?
Yes.
All right, let this rock. Listen carefully.
I mean, one, obviously we're all going to do what's best for the team. He has a chance to be a really, really special player. He's very versatile and unique. I think he's going to have a chance to help us no matter where he's at. But, I think that just tells you about our team.
Stop.
Mosey goes to the running back room.
Does that imply situational or ready to roll?
So I took from both what him
Damn
and
it, Shane. I need you to get to the flipping point.
I will eventually.
See,
Between what Dana and DeKill said yesterday.
I say that again. Who
DeKill?
and who?
Dana and DeKill.
It sounded like a rap group, didn't it?
Dana and DeKill.
Yeah.
was-
You're going to be good on off.
I was thinking
that was
maybe
pretty Anglo sounding. That isn't what. Well, they are. So no, one of them is.
I'll say.
So I should half sound cool and half not.
I guess. I was gonna say it sounds like a law firm, but
Yeah.
Dana and DeKill.
Well, yeah, maybe you need a third one. Probably.
Dana, DeKill, and Mosey.
Why not Nelson?
Well, he's gonna be playing running back. He's got stuff to do.
What? Okay, how'd you take it?
So I took it from both. What both they said about Mosey was that they really, really like him and he's not ready.
He wasn't ready yet.
That's what I took from that.
Okay.
But both of them sort of, when you compare the Nelson comments.
Does that vibe with kind of what my feel is?
I thought so.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you.
I get it. It's going to be a popular topic. It's a long transition.
Yeah. I think when you take the way that Dana talked about Nelson versus the way he talked about Mosey,
yeah,
there was a difference there. He was complimentary of both. He talked about Nelson as a guy that I expect to see a decent amount of this year.
Mm-hmm.
He talked about Mosey as a guy that he really likes his skill set, but not sure if he's ready yet.
Yeah.
That's how I took it from
Okay.
both guys.
Yeah.
Where he's like, hey, he's going to be a really good player someday. Whereas with Nelson, it was very specific. It's like he hasn't missed any assignments. He has he was, and then he was like, hey, if he listens to this too much, I'm going to go kick his ass. But
he's dead serious.
no, I believe him.
So
But there was a difference in the compliments, is my point.
I think I can say this. I should probably ask his dad. Anyway, when we were over the weekend, there were some particular things that Coach Holgerson had said to him since spring that currently motivate him to this day. That's the kind of person Mackay is.
Yeah.
Stuck in his craw a little bit.
That's the kind of person you want on your football team.
Yeah. So I was kind of you want the truth version?
Yeah.
I was kind of offended. He didn't eat the way that I wanted to. I took extra time. It was from scratch. Put it to you like that. So we're talking a ton. And I'm like, man, let me stop talking. I want you to eat while your food is hot. He's like, no, I'm good. I'm good. And I said, are you going to go back for seconds? And he didn't say anything. He kept talking. So I kind of squirmed in my seat a little bit. And he's only like 3 feet from me. So I didn't know whether I was going to, I was going to pull one of these. Hey, man, it's okay if you eat. Like, there's plenty.
Yeah.
Right? But I didn't. I chilled, sat back in my seat. About 3 minutes later, I found another way. This is story time with DB. I found another way to ask the question. Hey, did your food get too cold? Did you? He's probably like, look, man, this is business. I'm not like, forget what you're talking about. I came for this is particular. That's probably what he's thinking.
Yeah.
So I asked the third time. I said, he cut me off. He goes, how I put this weight on is eating very particular. I eat a lot of smaller meals now so I can maintain as opposed to eating one good meal. But the food is good. That's just how I eat. I was like, all right, cool. I see why you left the breadstick. I'd have left it too.
You a little offended though?
Yeah.
You a little.
I mean, between me and you.
A little hurt by it.
Okay. It's not,
well, I know you take
let's not be all extra. It tugged at me a little, but I got over it.
You seem very hurt right now.
No, see? 1 and 10.
I was just waiting for him to play the drop.
Why did you have to go? It was cool.
No, you seem like somebody, I mean, obviously you take a great deal of care in how you prepare food.
Yeah.
Now, how you store food, that's a different question. But in the initial preparation of it, you take a lot of care.
Again. This dude, you act like I'm walking around like with botulism or something.
I mean, I don't know what's going on.
What is this?
I've had some issues lately. The old tummy region. I don't think any of us know what's happening. We're just trying to look out for you. Said maybe some better food storage techniques might go a long way.
Wow.
That's all.
Unbelievable.
Well, you gotta understand though.
Unbelievable. I want to go into detail, but Coach Sikora told me I talk too much about it, so I'm not gonna mention it.
I do,
in the nicest way possible, of course, coming from him.
Yeah.
Well, everybody knows now. I said, even I don't know. Well, I know you got to go on the 5th, 12 o'clock. I was like, damn.
That's a little meaner than Sikora usually gets.
No, and he said it it's vintage him.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's just how he talks. It's very.
Is he the nicest person on staff?
He has some competition.
Okay.
Coach Jensen is pretty kind.
Okay.
Everybody else. We fought last night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Literally. Yeah.
Which one's Coach Jensen?
Inside linebackers. Long, pretty hair.
He the one that lives in Ashland?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. He was at poker.
I made the mistake one day. I pulled a Christian Wilkins. I was like, this is going to sound really weird, but I have a strong sense of smell. Your shampoo is amazing. This dude looked at me like, OMG, what did I get myself into? But now that he's been around me.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to be careful when you say I pulled a Christian Wilkins. You're like, you got to get real specific.
That was specific.
I know. I'm just saying, like in the front end before it got specific, I was like, I don't know where this is going.
I'm not a diddler. Like,
I didn't know if you're going like kissing people on the foreheads or something.
I've done that.
I know. I know.
You're not going to shame me into because I can be affectionate.
No, I told you. I was the one that was like, I would go over kiss you on the forehead right now, and I don't think it'd be weird.
No, that was a terrible analogy. That would be extremely weird. I mean, I would eat it, but I would question you
also be
later.
like, what's happening, bud? You okay?
Yeah, that was.
I do feel like you'd look at it like I was giving you a cry for help. I feel like that's how you would take it.
You never know because you're kind of a sarcastic prick.
Who, me?
No, the other guy I'm talking to.
Is it Kenny? You bastards.
I got Kenny suppressed. I got Kenny suppressed. What did my man LBZ said? No, let's start with Caden. Caden probably said something positive.
Let's see.
Spot on DB with Bill. Yep. Me too. Me too, Caden. He hated the pick. Man, that was tough.
Yeah.
I wasn't a Redmond guy though. TK, I must have said something stupid because he hit me with the DB. But nothing else.
No, right before that he said, in quotes, I'm not a diddler. And it was attributed to DB. That's a fine thing to have attributed to you. I think that's all right.
I'm not. Yeah, that's not.
Yeah, I know. I'm just not.
Zero judgment from your boy. Knock yourself out. LBZ, he said, DB, I'm getting a lot of DBs this morning. I got a lot of guys that must feel like we're vibing. It's just worrisome. You will eat breakfast sandwiches that are hours old, and you're a germ guy. Makes sense. That was a long time ago, Lance. And it was only one I left in the fridge.
I'll say, how long was the one that I bought?
It disappeared, so I'm worried one of the boys ate it.
No, Micah definitely ate it.
And he is the type to eat it.
Yeah, he probably just saw it, had no idea how old it was. I was like, that looks good. I'm going to eat that.
He is a great leftover eater. And he'll say things like, well, nobody else is going to. He'll make stuff up.
Mm-hmm.
He'll combo things. Like, he's a very efficient user of
Yeah, he's going to figure it out.
Now, the one that I did eat, it was a moment of weakness. And that sausage was calling my name.
Yeah.
And
this
so
smells delicious.
I looked at it on the stovetop, and I was like, like, those eggs have to be fine. I nuked it on reheat for like 13 seconds.
Yeah.
Even the McMuffin was okay.
Honestly, out of the things that
I told you when you gave it to me,
yeah,
you should not have.
I know. But I told you, because we had made a bet on something, and I said, if you're right, I'll bring you a McDonald's sandwich, and you were right, so I brought it.
So, but I want to make one thing clear.
Because I pay my bets.
LBZ, I want to make one thing clear. Because people get on me about storage of food does not make me a germ guy. I don't associate bacteria, potentially, of food storage with hygiene and mixing and matching fluids. I think those are two separate
You're more
entities.
like a personal hygiene person, like a personal hygiene germaphobe.
Yeah.
More than like a food situation.
Like the other day, I turned Zoe's straw around.
Yeah.
I mean, it's my daughter. Like, I should probably drink after her, but I'm like,
yeah, you should probably be all right there.
And I wanted her to see if she could guess what fruit was in my Yeti.
Yeah.
And I took the lid off. And I said, hey, see what's in your food first. This little.
Now, part of that's because kids are gross and they will like
this little girl,
backwash.
she went, pineapples and strawberries. Put the lid back on. I said, you missed the point. I wanted her to taste it. That's what happens in my house.
Yeah.
More poor parenting.
I think, no, with kids, it's reasonable because they'll backwash stuff into your drink. Like, you got to be careful there.
Yeah.
Kids are gross.
Yeah. He said that sausage was calling my name. Okay. I'm going to need everybody to just press pause. I get it. I'm nuts. But I feel like everybody's low-key contributing, and they're like gassing it, and then they're laughing that I'm on fire.
I'm not doing it.
No, you're the king of it.
No, what did I do? I didn't say any. Listen,
you're just you.
I heard the sausage comment too, and I rolled right on by it because I was like, I know what he's talking about. I'm not going to make it a thing.
Do you know what I did the other day?
What's that?
I bought my first semblance of pork since buying the pig.
Oh, so you're like through it?
No. I happened to be at
a
store that I was looking for chicken fries.
Okay.
Because I have a chicken fry consumer. And I was like, oh, this is the place that has sausage that is the McDonald's copy.
Yeah, the dupe.
So I bought a pack and blamed it on the fact that, well, it's one protein Zoe will eat that's not chicken. That's how I convinced myself. I can do anything in my head.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Listen, it's got to justify it. Find your wiggle your way around that.
Oh, they'll be eaten.
Yeah. No, I'm sure you'll eat it. You guys go through a ton of like breakfast meats and things like that
every day. I got some bacon thawing now.
I know Micah's a monster.
It's so thick cut. There's only like 7 slices.
Really?
From Elmwood. Oh yeah, I can't wait. We made homemade pizzas the other day, and I didn't want to share the good bacon with Micah, so I gave him. He's not listening right now, I think. I gave him I buy this bacon in Costco at bulk that's already done.
Oh, yeah. I've bought that before.
I was like, hey, it's going in the oven anyway. He doesn't care enough to not use the
Costco's got solid bacon.
But you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
I mean, no disrespect to Lucy.
It's not bad.
Although I found another checkout lady or a self-check lady.
Yeah.
What was her name?
Is she a little more aggressive on the big items for you?
She was cool.
Yeah.
She goes, so she helped me.
Mm-hmm.
It was the day I had to get the stuff for the camp. And she goes, well, I know I'm not Lucy, but I just wanted to give you a hug. And I was like, oh, she's a little itty bitty thing. She had this little cute flowery blouse on. I was like, oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
And I'm leaving because she scanned the ice. And who do I see checking out? Lucy.
Yeah.
She said, DB. I said, Lucy, what are you doing you're not in the self-checkout. She's multitasking, helping people out.
Oh.
I said, that's Lucy.
Nice. Covering.
Yeah. How about my little friend? She said, I know I'm not Lucy. I was like, oh, I don't want to make it seem like that. She said, what time do your podcast? I said, golly, man, you guys talk.
Yeah. I was just going to say, out of all the food storage concerns that I have about you,
I think I get a bad rap.
The McDonald's sandwiches are the least of my worries.
Coach Williams gave me some shrimp yesterday.
Yeah.
It's in the fridge.
Good job. I'm proud of you.
And I put it in a...
How long?
Oh, I'm terrified.
Well, yeah, right now.
Oh, yeah.
How long?
I don't mess around.
How long before it went in the fridge? Like immediately?
Honestly, probably like 4 hours.
That's too long.
No, I mean, what's going to happen?
That's too long.
Okay, you're not going to... Listen.
That's too long.
I got a question.
It's 2 hours. That's the rule.
I got a
2
question.
hours.
Have you ever sat at a dinner table for 2 hours?
Yeah.
Food go bad?
Listen, it's not about
No. I'm
going bad and tasting bad are not the same thing. After 2 hours, it's still going to taste fine. At 2 hours, that's when the temperatures get to a point that you are now worried about bacteria. That's my point. It's going to taste fine.
So you think magically?
It's not magic.
At like the 8
It's
o'clock hour,
science.
it's like, ooh, here come the oobly gooblies. Gonna jump on the shrimp. Hurry and get it in the fridge.
No. Bacteria is a temperature-based situation. When you get to a certain temperature, then it starts to grow more rapidly.
I don't even know what listeria is. That's probably part of my problem.
It's not magic, DB.
Heather, you're usually on my team. You're like my beef supplier. You can't do that.
It's biology.
I'm just telling you the shrimp will be fine. I will munch on it at some point, and it's in the fridge.
I'm just saying, if shrimp got left out for 4 hours, I'm not touching it.
Well, part of it was grazing time.
I understand that. Get that thing in the fridge, especially seafood, man. What are we doing?
Okay. I feel like you're doing too much.
No, 2 hours. I'm trying to help you. This is me trying to help you.
Do you guys have like outings outside?
What do you mean by you guys?
We're out here.
Damn it. You see a lot of like Indians in the park?
You could go two different ways. So either one of you.
Well, on the one half, no.
Okay.
On the other half, there are some whites.
So you go to a park or a picnic.
Me
like
personally,
we're notorious for that. And we'll be out there all day. And guess what? Nothing's going in the fridge.
And that's not great.
But don't act like you haven't done it.
We don't.
And this is temp controlled. We're in a house.
There's also, listen, there's different items.
I hate when you talk to me like I'm 9.
Listen. There's different items that are going to be a little bit safer than others. Like a processed situation, like a hot dog.
I'm not messing with you.
A hot dog's going to be a little bit safer sitting out than shrimp. Processed foods have the chemicals in them that help keep the bacteria from growing.
Because it's all in your head.
No, it's science, DB.
Man, whatever.
I'm just trying to keep you from getting sick. I'm trying to
He
help.
said, was it shrimp on ice? No, my Coach Williams grilled a bunch of shrimp on skewers. I'm going to tweet out a picture, and I'm going to say, how long would you let this sit while eating? And it's, nah. What do you mean? I think you're being difficult on purpose.
I'm really not. Shrimp on skewer sounds delicious. It sounds incredible.
It was fire.
After 4 hours, I'm not eating that.
Yes, you are.
100% I am not. Absolutely not.
Okay. So listen, hypothetically speaking.
Yeah.
Coach has coaches over.
Yeah.
Right? You get there at 6. Everything's out.
Yeah.
Everybody has a dish.
Yeah.
It's 10 o'clock.
I'm not touching anything at
That's a lie.
No, I'm not. I'm not
Yes,
touching
yes,
anything.
you are.
Well, like I'll touch like chips and stuff.
So you rather eat it? So that's even taste-wise of what it originally was supposed to be. That's even worse.
I'm not talking about taste. I'm talking about health.
When you get there, are you asking what time was the food put out?
You.
I am. I will do like a.
What time did you get to my house a couple years ago?
4. I think it started at 3. I was about an hour late.
So you didn't eat anything after 7? You were there all night.
I really didn't eat anything after 7. Because we played poker for about an hour.
No, it was way longer.
No,
than that.
like when we took a break.
Oh, yeah.
And then we went up and got food. Yeah. I had those burnt ends. The only thing I ate after that was like chips.
What do you want?
Are you asking what time the food was put out? I mean, if you get there at 6, was food put out at like 5?
I got there the same time everybody
else. The other
did.
thing was your stuff was in crock pots. Like your stuff was still on a heating element. That's different.
So nobody's ever bought like a meat and cheese platter, and you've eaten cheese after like
that's the meat is processed, so you're cool there.
This is really starting to frustrate me because I know you've eaten food.
I'm sure I have, and it was a bad decision. Just because I've done it, like I got married the first time, I'm not repeating that issue.
You're stupid.
You know, like just because I've
Shane, are you rocking with me? Let's say somebody grills some chicken breasts.
I'm not saying I've never done what you're doing. I'm saying you're inviting yourself open to getting some foodborne illnesses. And I try and avoid that if at all possible.
That's fine. Is there any coaching quotes you want to talk about? Because like you see, I have to sit on my hands.
I know, you're struggling right now. You're struggling.
Because I think you're fibbing.
I'm not fibbing. Like, I'm admitting that I have done what you're talking about, and I'm also telling you it's a bad decision when it happens.
To seriously get control of myself. I'm going to blame it on
the alcohol,
the oxygen supply outside.
A little hazy.
I have asthma, and it's making me crazy.
It was hazy as hell outside yesterday.
Yeah. You see what I'm doing, though?
Yeah, I do.
Hey, you'll figure all this out.
I feel like you're like a little kid in class. You're just like, I can't do it.
Because I know you've done it repeatedly.
I just told you I have done it. I try not to because that's how people get sick.
Okay.
There's also certain items that I am 100% avoiding at cookouts. Or like anything that's been out for a long time. Like there are certain items that I just will not eat there.
So what about like you've never pulled a chunk of salmon off the table after it's been sitting?
Fish, absolutely not.
Dude, listen,
seafood, I'm not touching. I'm serious.
I feel
seafood.
Like,
I am
since
not
it is
touching.
a sports show, I feel like I should say at least one sports thing. I feel like it's a little Tim Johnson.
I feel like
I don't want to use the L word, but I feel like that's a Tim Johnson.
Listen, as a kid or something, maybe. As an adult, I am not touching seafood that's been out longer than I know how long, or like when I don't know how long it's been out.
All right. Fine.
I think Lance has your back here.
Which Lance?
Right here.
Belbezy?
Yeah. Is that what?
What do you say?
He
hadn't had my back all morning. Is he back on the good team?
Raw item that sat out and then is cooked is less worrisome to me than something that was cooked, and that's correct.
All right.
But that you're talking about stuff that's been cooked and then set out. He's not helping you out there.
Oh, yeah, I'm out.
He's talking about the exact same thing I'm talking about.
Oh, my bad.
Like if you, dude, Shane just hit you with a stray.
And I can't read, so
you're at the mercy of.
Yeah, like I'm like, what did he say? But I'm gonna fix that.
No, because when it's raw,
I feel like this
and
is
then
like
you cook it, then you're cooking off some of the bacteria with the heat. You're getting it up to temp.
I feel like we're having a Scooby-Doo moment, and you feel like you're Fred. There's nothing but traps.
I'm not trying to trap anybody.
Yes, you are. King of the trap.
I'm not
game.
trying to trap anything.
Dang, these are stuck. Can you help me?
Yeah, I got you. We'll figure this out here.
Know that I can read this font without a pair of readers.
Exactly. That's how I feel. That's also why we vibe.
Trying to get.
Yeah, that's harder than you think, isn't it? I know you're like, are you dumb?
No, there's a lot going on here.
I don't even know how they got like that.
I don't either.
But I'm not gonna fall for the old poorly written comments again.
All right. So does Todd have your back?
He typically does, but I'm not gonna make any assumptions because you got me whacked.
Eat fish raw. Okay, here's the thing about that, Todd. It's flash frozen. At least in a good place it is.
All right.
And that way you're dealing with a slow bacterial process.
So I am rolling with Todd.
Like sushi, they flash freeze that. I don't care what, like all sushi in a legitimate restaurant is flash frozen to kill or slow the bacteria process.
Yeah, I've eaten sushi in the middle of the night after not have been refrigerated, and
That's dicey.
Todd says
That's pretty dicey.
Todd says his dad has your back.
and he's 88. I hope to make it to 88.
I mean, that's great. I don't know if I want to make it to 88. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's a long time.
James has your back. He says he'd eat it.
You're so more like I'm not rolling with you this morning.
Listen, I've thought about this a lot.
This is gonna be good.
I'm not trying to be like a martyr or whatever.
Yeah.
I've been type 1 diabetic. It'll be 31 years in like 11 days. I'm not trying to do 50 more.
I hear you.
It is unpleasant.
To each his own.
Like,
Scott's got my back though.
I told my wife I'd try and hang on to
My
like,
wife?
my wife. I told her I'd try and hang on to like mid 70s. That's about all I can tell her. I'm like, after that, unless we get a cure somewhere in there, then I'll hang in there with you. But
dang, man, Denny Downer?
We've had some very honest conversations.
Team wet blanket?
Like, I told her I would try and go early so she can like have a life, or I'd try and go late so she's like doesn't have to live a long time without me. But I was like, listen, you got to have these discussions when you got chronic illnesses, you know?
Well, that's tough.
But I'm not trying to live 50 more years with diabetes, man. It sucks.
Denny Downer.
It is what it is.
All right.
We getting cures, though? I'll live forever. Let's go.
To believe we were starting out with running back quotes. Remember that back when it used to be a sports show?
I was trying to talk about Mosey. And you were trying to talk about Mackay.
I really like those guys.
I do too.
But we made a point. We were talking to this this group down in Lincoln, Jess and I.
Mm-hmm.
They want a couple people to host these donors. And we were talking about the team. And I was talking about whatever, like, you know, depth and competitiveness. And like almost mid-talk, we were talking about the running backs.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, yeah, but if Emmett goes down, we get inexperienced and young in a hurry. And I was thinking to myself, it stopped me mid-talk.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, fudge, she's right. You're going to a room in which the next most carries is in the double digits.
Yeah. And not high double digits.
And that's if he's healthy.
Yeah.
So I don't worry about that. I mean, you got to get old at some. You have to start at some point.
Here's the question for you. Is there a position group where you feel the most okay about having to go young and inexperienced?
A position group.
Because, like, obviously he's not quarterback. You don't want to go young and inexperienced at quarterback.
Yeah, and the thing about my answer is it's crazy because if they're bad, the whole world will know.
Corner?
Secondary.
Yeah. But
like those guys wet the bed, and
you're more likely to
6
have
points.
success there.
Yeah, we got good players.
Yeah, I mean in general, not like with this roster. In general, if you have to pick a spot on a football field where you're like, hey, I have to go young and inexperienced here, because honestly, running back
is probably the spot.
I would say running back wouldn't be. It might be the top of my list. It wouldn't be far down if it's not.
Yeah, I'd probably go running back.
Because I was thinking running back or corner. Because if you play man and you've got a corner that can cover, you can kind of just live
So
with
the
it.
thing now, like in 2025, is the versatility that you have to have in the pass protection game.
Sure. Yeah.
And
because you can get your quarterback killed if you don't.
So one thing I will tell you I think is difficult, though.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to tell when a running back comes out of high school and he goes to college if he can carry the football 3 weeks in a row. And 3's a low number.
Mm-hmm.
But it's hard to peg. Yeah, that guy seems like a blank amount of carry a game guy, and I could see him doing this 3 or 4 weeks. Like, I have to actually see you do that first.
Sure.
Because I think it's kind of hard.
Yeah.
I think it's harder than we think,
physically.
too. Just to be efficient all the time. Because one of the things that I like about some backs is, what do I say? I say, his 7th carry looks a lot like his 27th carry.
Yeah.
Those are things that I look for because when your game starts to slide and waver as a back, it is extremely noticeable.
Yeah, so a little less efficient on your movements. Don't hit the hole quite as fast.
Yeah, and you'll get smoked.
Yeah.
right? So I have to see your endurance. That's why I allowed myself to get into the hype of, and I don't know what kind of player he's going to be with Travis Hunter, because everybody talks about is his stamina.
Yeah, his endurance.
So, and it's how we train, because my philosophy, Coach Lamanji's philosophy, Frank Solich's philosophy was there's something about being in good shape and not being bent over that is demoralizing to your opponent.
Well, it gives you confidence
So,
too.
that's a thing.
Yeah. Like if you just bust off a long run and you're not tired after, that gives you confidence.
You saw the videos of Bud in Colorado?
Yeah.
That's a long way to train, right? Do you know what?
High altitude.
His 12th round, he wants to look exactly like his first round. You know how difficult that is in boxing?
Yeah.
But that's his goal. Like that's what he feels, because he feels like over time, it's how he whooped Porter.
Yeah. Porter disintegrated.
Yeah. He's just wilted.
He's like you threw paper mache into a lake. It fell apart.
So like there's something about that with running backs that I think is difficult to assess.
But is that an experience thing or is that a physical thing?
It's probably more physical.
Okay.
But it would be nice if I've seen you do it.
Just to know you can do it.
Yeah, because you'll watch a lot of these running backs like rip off these long runs and they weren't really touched.
Yeah.
So if I'm looking at Parker at, Ritter, I'm like, or I'll give you a better example because it didn't translate. Leon Jackson coming out of Washington.
Oh, yeah.
When Nebraska got him. I mean, every run it was like dude was getting the baton.
Yep.
So
just
you get
off to the races, never touch, never.
You get hit a couple of times,
yeah.
and you don't feel good going back to the huddle. It's like I don't know.
It's a different type of stamina to run 70 yards or to run 30 yards, but you get banged up a couple times on the way.
And is to get up and do it again.
Yeah,
I got to see it. So that's where the experience part comes in. That isn't physical.
Sure, that makes sense. Coming up here in just a couple of minutes, we're going to talk to you.
By the way, my food choices are just fine. I don't know why I said that. I felt like I had to have the last word.
Let me know how that appointment goes.
Damn. 1-10. You pick 12.
We got Tim Verghese coming up next year on Hurrdat Sports
maybe.
Live.
Give me that cheddar, we getting Rico. Big money rolls like burritos. Give me that hot sauce, no pico. Give me that.
Practice is here for Nebraska volleyball. Anna Bellinghaus and Jacob Badilla alongside with you. Jacob, we got to see about an hour and a half of practice today. What is your main takeaway from the day?
Yeah, the first official fall practice of the Danny Busfrom Kelly era, and I think the biggest takeaway is just 17 players, all healthy, all look like they can help this team right now. That's a change from years past. John Cook preferred a smaller roster. Danny Busfrom Kelly, as soon as she got here, she kept everybody to begin with, and then added a few recruits of her own to push this roster out to 17. So I think one of the kind of storylines to watch moving into the season is how does she take advantage of that depth. I know in the past at Louisville, she rotated a bit more than what fans are probably used to seeing here at Nebraska. So I'm fascinated to see what that actually looks like once we get in the season, especially because she ran a 6-2 a lot of time at Louisville, which makes it a little bit easier to use some of those depth pieces. So I think here we're going to see, what does that look like here at Nebraska with this bigger roster?
Welcome to Hurrdat Sports Live.
Yeah, just got more guys. More guys, and the depth and is what I'm encouraged about. Just especially at the wideout position, adding 4 new guys. The young guys look good. I don't want to get into the names and everything. We know Dane's going to start and be good. We know Jacory's good. He's going to start and be good. And Isaiah showed up out there today, Hunter. But he's got guys behind him that are pushing him. Quinn Clark's pushing him, and Keelan Smith's pushing him. Jeremiah Jones looks really good. Cortez Mills has made a good bit of plays. So we got depth at wideout, which will make those guys better.
Welcome back, Hurrdat Sports Live, presented by Centris Federal Credit Union. That's DBM Ravi, Lulla here at Hurrdat Sports Bar and Grill. We are joined now by our Friday friend, Tim Verghese from inside Nebraska. What's up, Tim?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Good. We're as you guys were walking to the car, because I saw he and Zach.
Oh, yeah.
As I was leaving. It's just the 3 of us. At what point, Tim, were you like, stop talking? It's 98 degrees out here, and Zach has equipment.
I was okay. You were the one in like 3 layers up top and pants, and it was just
Everybody's out to get me today, I feel. It's
I'm from Texas. Like, I'm good, Like, this is summer. I'm used to it.
Okay. Forget I asked that question. I maybe had layers, and it maybe was in all black. It's fine.
I mean, that's like your standard go-to, though, isn't it? I mean,
it's whatever. Let's not talk about it.
You like keep the sun off your skin. That's what you told me.
Thank you. Yeah, that's what it is.
I'm trying to help you out.
Thanks, TV.
Trying to help.
How did you? Did the Keelan Smith and Ravi, or the guy that I sit next to? I bounced those 2 names off of him before, saying kind of don't forget about their emergence. I think Keelan Smith is a guy that could be as good as how he can handle the rigor will allow him to be. You know my affinity for Quinn Clark. Were you taken aback that he said, I don't really want to mention names, but then did mention names?
Yeah, I thought it was
not
funny
really.
to say,
He said this is not really his.
Rule brought him up earlier this week too.
Yeah, like I think that's my biggest like I figured Quinn would be in the mix. I kind of wondered where Keelan kind of fit into the receiver room now. And I think it is very, I mean, we all know this. I mean, the staff is very intentional in who they mention and why they name certain names. I think it's been very intentional in praising Keelan for the work he's done over the last year or so. Specifically, it sounds like since, DeKeel Shorts joined the staff and, what he's done over the last few months. It makes the competition at wide receiver all the I think it just convolutes that competition a little more, because it's like, okay, well, yeah, you cannot forget about a Keelan Smith or a Quinn Clark, even though you have exciting young players like Jeremiah Jones and Cortez Mills on the roster. Like I think Keelan's one that's been discounted, but then you go back and watch the high school tape, you look at the overall body of work and what he has to work with. He's a very sound prospect, just a very all around sound prospect. It's not like, oh yeah, Quinn Clark's big and tall and explosive. Oh, Jeremiah Jones is big and fast. It's like, no, Keelan Smith can do a lot of different things really well. He's a pretty solid route runner, pretty solid at the point of attack, or at the catch point. And well built, pretty well proportioned, can run solid routes, like kind of that hybrid between, okay, he's not a tank like Janarin Bonner necessarily, but he's a big body that, I think a corner would have trouble.
Put him yesterday.
Yeah.
It's a big body, thick, physical dude.
Big dude.
In Bonner.
Yeah, it's been a lot of talk across the SEC and the Big Ten about girth recently. Like Janarin Bonner is one of those, is like, good Lord, man. Like he's wide.
Yeah. He can do a lot. I keep saying we kind of sleep on him a little bit.
I don't. That's been my guy for 2 years. I'm just waiting for him to break out.
He can do a lot. He can do a lot.
Tim, how do you feel about the depth in the wide receiver room? Because we talk about it like it's a fairly deep room, but then once we get past Key, Hunter, and Barney, there's a lot of kind of unknowns and not a ton of production. What do you think about the depth in that room?
Yeah, I think it is unknown, but I mean, that's everywhere right now. It's a lot of positions right now. And I think when you look at the talent in the room, I don't really have an issue with, or like I don't really have any issues with projecting some of these guys. Specific, like, okay, I think Cortez Mills is going to be ready to play at some point, if not very early in the year. Like I just think I'm pretty confident in the type of prospect he is. He's pretty confident in himself. I'm pretty confident that he's going to have, again, if they weren't so deep, he would have had like a Ja'Cory Barney type freshman impact. How big of an impact he has now that the room is deeper, we'll see. But I think he's a guy that's going to translate and be fine. Quinn Clark, I think you have to kind of be a little confident in the different body type, the added weight he has, and I think on top of all of this, I think my confidence lies in one, Dana Holgerson's offense has made it relatively simple for these guys in the sense that they just have to master these routes. It's not, okay, well, I'm getting thrown in the field and I have to do all these different things. I have to remember this play from this install way back. It's like, no, you just have to know these routes. And two, you have a established wide receiver developer in Da'Keil Shorts and Andrew Verbois. You have those guys working with them now, where I do think come season, come Cincinnati game, I think this group is going to be ready beyond the top three. I think they're going to be 6+ deep at receiver, where they can put any of those 6 out there. They're pretty confident in what those guys can do.
Tim, I'm going to read you off some heights and weights here for a second, okay? 6'2", 225. You've got 6'5", 210, 6'1", 205, 6'4", 225, 6'3", 210. Those are some of your receivers for Nebraska. That's a pretty huge group.
Yeah, they have not had size like that in a good bit. At least established size like that. They've had bigger guys, but like the Omar Mannings and so on and so forth. But no, not established size
like one
this.
at a time, right? They haven't had.
Right.
I just named 5 guys.
Yeah, exactly.
That was Bonner, Hunter, Smith, Clark, and Jeremiah Jones.
And Hunter doesn't look like a big guy.
He's pretty good size though.
He's physical.
Yeah, he's physical.
He's definitely that. Let me ask you something, TV. Obviously, with the news of Markway, I'm obviously on your guys' board. It was long rumored, and people wanted verification. We finally got official word. When does it change the way that you feel about the tight end room, or do you now put the fact that Rule, outside of, I feel like me, is the only person that's brought up Ingerson? Rule brought him up the other day as a guy that they think is going to be a fantastic player. Do you look at the next man up mentality in the tight end room like that, or do you think to yourself, okay, this is kind of an inexperienced room in terms of production anyway, shoot, we got to keep everybody healthy? Like, how did that kind of land as you looked at all the comments about that tight end room for this past week?
I think on one hand, it's kind of like what Dana said yesterday of just like, what's next? What's next? You kind of have to look at, okay, how do you lost this guy? How do you look at the room moving forward? Weirdly, what it did for me in terms of projecting the room for 25, I kind of figured if healthy, with Markway, Lindenmeyer, Nelson, Harburg, if Nebraska was ever in like a tight spot or needed to throw a changeup out there or just needed something out there, I felt their strength would be the tight. Like, it's like, okay, well, we just need something. We need a play, 12 personnel. That's kind of what I felt going into the year. Now with Markway down and you have an established tight end in Luke Lindenmeyer, you have talent, but unproven talent in Carter Nelson and Heinrich Harburg. Now I'm like, okay, well, I think they're going to live out of 11 a little more. Like, not to say they're not going to play a whole bunch of 12 and 13. I just think, and maybe this is just my personal theory, I just think Markway was the established type tight end that gives them something as both a pass catcher and a blocker, that now it's like, okay, well, now we have to make sure Carter Nelson is up to speed. Now we have to make sure Heinrich is ready to go as a blocker. Now we need to make sure Ingerson is ready to go as a pass catcher on top of being a pretty solid blocker.
He's the one in the room that's not like the others.
Right.
He's a legitimate mauler.
Right. So that's where, like, that's what I'm saying. When you need something in the pass game, it's like, okay, well, yeah, maybe they come out in 12, but it's like, okay, it's Ingerson who's staying in line to block as like a essentially sixth offensive lineman. Like, maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just like, again, like overthinking it a little bit. But my first thought was, oh, well, that's an established name gone. They really need Carter Nelson and Heinrich Harburg if they want to play as much 12 as they want to.
Do you think that changes at all? I mean, we brought up the size we brought up the size at the wide receiver room. Not saying that they would switch positions with any of these guys, but do you think they might get a little more creative with some of the bigger guys like a Bonner and what they do with him as a result of this?
I think so. I think that's just what I'm kind of expecting. I think again, the goal of this offense has always been to eventually get to position with this team in general has been to get somewhat positionless, and you have the body types to do that now with a Jenron Bonner. You throw in Isaiah Mosey as well as like you can kind of throw him in a couple different spots now. I kind of view, even though he's technically in the running back room now, I kind of view Mosey as like a souped up Jenron Bonner, like from a couple years ago, what they wanted Bonner to be, of like that kind of hybrid fullback type role. That's personally where I view Mosey. I think he's going to be kind of more like a dynamic, do-it-all type offensive weapon. But they are in that position now with the size at wide receiver, like you mentioned, with these different body types and skill sets at tight end, and all these different body types and running back, where they are somewhat positionless and they can line up in a few different ways, and you can get answers, and you can get into like, okay, hey, here's a winnable situation against whatever defense you play through a multitude of different ways.
The Saturday for you, Tim, I'm just kind of going through this in my head as we're processing the hype machine, right? Do you prefer to go watch that experience kind of well talked about offensive line versus D-line portion of practices, or these kind of new toys, these big rangy toys on offense with the depth in the secondary, as from a viewing standpoint, to tell you what you need to know about this football team?
I think it's the Big Ten. It's going to be the trenches, offensive line, defensive line. Like, I'm weirdly, we've talked a lot about the depth in the wide receiver room. Even though it is unproven beyond the top three guys, I'm a lot more confident in the depth at wide receiver and DB right now than I am in the depth at offensive tackle and defensive line.
Tim, when you're looking at, let's talk defensive line for a second here, because until Coach Rule brought it up at Big Ten Media Days, I was pretty much the only person that was confident in it. Where is your biggest concern, though, on the defensive line? Is it you mentioned the depth of defensive tackle? Is it just unknown, unproven guys kind of out on the edges outside of like a Cam Lenhart who's played a decent amount? Like, where is your biggest concern there?
It's confidence and aggression when Riley Van Poppel and Keona Davis are off the field. Like, I think there's going to be moments where like both of those guys are off the field. I think ideally Nebraska would want to rotate where at least one of those guys is on the field. But where's the confidence? Where's the aggression at? If it's, like Elijah Judy, Dylan Parrott, and Cam Lenhart out there, can they break through the line and get to the backfield? Can they stuff a run at the line of scrimmage? It's all mentality at this point. I do think from a size standpoint, I'm pretty impressed with some of the work they've done along the D line. They do look like a Big Ten squad on both sides of the line right now. Like, physically, they're there. They're where they need to be in terms of height and weight and all of that and strength. But what does this look like in practice? Can they hold up again, like as consistently? Because the thing about Nash and Ty and what you're having to replace is not just the general the players they both are. Like, Nash was a space eater and a guy that could really kind of hold the line of scrimmage, and Ty was obviously the one penetrating the line. There was a natural aggressiveness there with Ty specifically that it's tough to replicate. I think Riley has that in him, or like RVP. I think you've seen that on tape, that he has that aggressiveness to him. I don't know about the rest of the line. I need to see that for myself before I'm ready to kind of just check that off for them.
So, Tim, I want you to listen to something. I want to go back to offense for a second, because we talked about ad nauseum last year about, the quick game and why does it always look like the screens? And I was trying to explain the RPOs and the checkdowns, and we were thinking big plays and getting vertical this year in the passing game, right? How do we utilize Barney and some of these guys? I want to play this response from Coach Holgerson when talking about the offensive philosophy this year, and let me know what your thoughts are. Shane, roll that clip up when Coach Holgerson was addressing getting vertical in the passing game.
One of our goals as an offense is to become a little bit more explosive. With more explosive bodies, I think that'll naturally happen. Okay, but that's not what we're going to obsess over. We're not going to be reckless with our play calls just to try to get explosive plays. That will come situationally. That will come. Where that really shows up and your yards per play go up is just routine play after routine play after routine play. If it's a check down for 5 yards, that's good. That's better than an incompletion, right? Or that's better than a sack. So just focused on routine plays, taking what the defense gives you. If you do that consistently, those routine plays turn into big plays with good players. And I think we have good players that can turn routine plays into big plays.
Thoughts?
Yeah, that's confidence of a competent and well-polished offensive coordinator, like a guy that has done this at a very high level and knows what it takes to coordinate a elite type offense.
Just
and
no,
he's not wrong.
Just no panic in the answer, right? It's very
not at all.
Yeah, I was like, okay.
It is just like that's what you want, and just in general, a confident, established coach is always going to get to that point. Yeah, David, but is going to get to that point where he says, if you execute the plays work. He knows that. It's Dana Holgerson. Come on, the plays work. Is Dylan Raiola going to be able to make the right reads? Are the players going to be able to turn, a short gain into a long gain? You have confidence on paper in Dane Keaton, Isaiah Hunter, Ja'Cory Barney, Heinrich Harburg, Emmett Johnson's ability to do that. We have to see it, obviously, in practice. But, yeah, I think there's definitely reason for confidence. And I think, especially if we get back to, again, the Dylan Raiola we saw early in the season, the one that developed where he was processing through and taking the right read and was taking the check down and was comfortable with kind of dumping it off and not forcing a play. I think that's the Dylan Raiola we're going to get, one. And two, if we do get that guy, I do trust these playmakers to turn that stuff into longer gains. I did notice when we were at practice, and we noticed it through spring too, it's a lot of what even though it's not air raid necessarily anymore, Dana Holgerson's offense is so the route combinations they're doing, what they're stressing to wide receivers and tight ends. It's so much about stressing defenses vertically and horizontally, and that's how you win. That's how you create matchups. That's how you create seams in the defense. And with the personnel Nebraska has, they can win in so many different ways right now. That I don't think they have to make it complicated.
It's interesting. I immediately, when I heard that comment, I thought about a conversation I had with QC last year, or Quinn Clark last year, when we talked all week. He was working, getting reps with the top units early in the week, and I didn't really talk to him after Thursday, but Saturday eating, I said, man, why'd you get my hopes up? I'm messing with him. I'm like, what happened? And TV, I'll never forget this. He looked dead at me, kind of shook his head, and he said, man, DB, I'm not going to lie to you. Your boy couldn't get lined up this week. Oof. And I just was like, it was the maturity and the reality of the truth of what he's, hey, listen, I got snatched, man. I wasn't getting lined up properly. I didn't get my shot. I didn't get my shot. And I pit that against Dana's comments about consistency and doing those simple things in the routine. And I'm like, those two things vibe, right? I see the natural byproduct of not having the opportunity, no matter how talented you are, because you can't do the routine. And then I hear it double down on philosophically yesterday about why they need to be able to do the routine, right? That's the first thing that I thought of.
Yeah, very good observation. Another thing that just sticks out to me from that you hear at other places and other schools, a guy transferred and it's like, yeah, well, I just didn't really know what the coaches thought of me, or I didn't know where I stand. I'm like pretty buried on the depth chart and don't know where I'm going. I think something, and this is from talking to players and coaches, like something Nebraska has done, especially with this new staff, under Rule in general, but especially with this new staff, they let everyone know why they are where they are. Like
Yeah. Love that.
yeah, it's pretty open. It's pretty, and it allows for trust to grow between the players and the coaching. In this transfer portal era, the reason why I think Nebraska is positioned, if they start winning some games, to successfully retain the roster at a high level, is because they're honest and because they're like, okay, hey, you're not seeing the field right now. Here's how you can see the field. It's not that we don't believe in you. It's that you're not doing this thing right. It's not, okay, this guy's not doing it right. We're just going to ignore him and we're going to let him keep doing what he's doing. And eventually he's just going to filter through the program and transfer out. It's like, no, they want everyone to compete. Even the guys you may have forgotten about, guys that, it's like, oh, we talked about Keelan Smith at the top of this. Okay, yeah, Keelan Smith doesn't have the size of a Quinn Clark. Maybe doesn't have the athleticism of a Jeremiah Jones. Maybe isn't the route runner or wasn't the recruit that Cortez Mills was. But the staff hasn't given up on him, and they see something valuable there, and they've continued to develop him. And now he's going to probably play a role in that receiver room this fall. And if he doesn't, I expect him to stick it out because he's pretty locked in and pretty dialed into his development here under Da'Keel Shorts and Dana Holgorsen.
Tim, we kind of use this, this term development, and it always, I feel like for a lot of people, it seems sort of like abstract and ambiguous. And it's like, well, this is a good developmental staff, but the last couple staffs weren't. And I feel like we kind of use that as a catch-all when a player doesn't meet our expectations for some reason or another. But is it really just as simple as what you described as the coaches taking the time and being intentional, be like, hey, this is the reason you're not getting on the field. This is what we need you to do to get on the field. I mean, outside of the like strength conditioning and nutrition and stuff like that, like, is it really just that simple in terms of being a developmental program?
When you have everything else in place, like Nebraska does, like the strength and conditioning program, like the nutrition program, like the facilities, when you have everything else in place, yeah, it is that simple. And especially when you have coaches on both sides of the ball that are established. You have a Da'Keel Shorts that, can point to what he's done with, guys at Kentucky, guys at Houston, specifically Tank Dell, Dane Key over the last year can probably speak to it. Barian Brown at Houston, Matthew Golden, now first round pick. When you have that experience at receiver, when you go to the defensive side of the ball, you look at Addison Williams and you look at what he did at UCF, and you go to Terry Braden and you see what, the way the guys in the D-line talk, it's like, yeah, that guy was coaching Chris Jones last year and now he's coaching me. Of course I'm going to listen. They straight up said that, and so when you have those guys, when you have the resume as well, yeah, I think it's going to be listened to, and at least they're going to take their shot. And at least give it their best shot. It's like, okay, yeah, 2-3 years down the line, if the development isn't there, then something changes. But as long as the development is there and you're starting to see the proof in the pudding, and so far the staff has some proof in the pudding to show, to kind of display. I mean, think about all the stories we've had from the last year. Guys maybe not get drafted, but John Bullock turning into what he did at this program. Nash and Ty turning into who they did. On the offensive line, Bryce Benhart, kind of turning his career around. There's guys in this program that saw Bryce Benhart at his lowest and what the talk around Benhart was and where Benhart ended his career, and they saw that turnaround. And the only thing you can point to is the development of Matt Rule and Donovan Raiola.
Let me ask you something to the counterpoint. If we're talking, like, obviously, because DH was the one that talked yesterday, this has kind of been offensively dominated. Have we allowed ourselves to think if these guys are being coached up by the guys that they are, the impact that it naturally has on the defense with the efficiency that the offense likes to operate under, the byproduct of what naturally has to happen if you want to be formidable defensively to stop these guys, right? I mean, the defense is just naturally going to be better by seeing an offense that is ran by a guy that is philosophically pays attention to detail like Holgorsen.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're also going to be challenged by quarterbacks with, again, and no disrespect to anyone that's been in the pro, like the past few, but like you're challenged differently because of the depth at quarterback behind Dylan Raiola as well. You're challenged by Mark Stavilla's ability to push the ball vertically. You're challenged by Jalen Gramsted's general understanding of the playbook and his ability to check things down. You're challenged by TJ Latif's mobility to pair with, what he can do, through the air. So
he's a savvy son of a gun for a pup.
Yeah, like they're gonna that's the thing. Like that, I think the defense is getting all kinds of different looks because of the different types of quarterbacks Nebraska has in the room right now. And real quick, we touched on it earlier, but it's about Dana Holgerson making things simple to create, vertical plays and shot plays. I think if you zoomed out and you just kind of looked at it, there may be some whiplash within the fan base because 2 years ago, Nebraska was like having to pull out the trick plays to create vertical because they just didn't have the quarterback back there to do it. They didn't have the protection up front. They didn't really have the weapons up front. It was like, oh no, we have to manufacture the shot play for Jalen Lloyd or Malachi Coleman. And now we're 2 years later. It's like, no, if they do their play, if they execute as they should, we'll have opportunities to get vertical. We'll have opportunities for explosive plays. It can come as maybe because that's why 2 years ago, the philosophy was, oh, you have to get as complex as possible. You don't have to do that anymore when you have playmakers.
Tim, going off of DB's question here, one of the big issues with the defense the last couple of years has been, getting off the field on third down, giving up third down and longs and high leverage situations and things like that. To your point about the quarterbacks, do you think that that's naturally going to get better because they are facing, let's just call it what it is. They weren't facing guys in practice the last 2 years that were capable of making the plays that some of these guys they're seeing in games could make. Do you think having guys like Davila and Latif and Gramstad is going to help them in that area as much as anything?
Yeah, absolutely. Just because there's going to be so many different looks. I think both sides are going to be sharpening what the third down look is. I think it's obviously been a point of emphasis. And I think it's just something that, again, they also get so many different looks. Like you have Dylan likes to take the deep shots sometimes, but for the most part, he's safe. He'll take risks only when he knows he can take those risks. But takes a comfortable play. Marcus is not like that. Marcus is going to push the ball. That's been him since high school. He's going to push the ball downfield. He's going to threaten you vertically. Gramsted's going to be ultra conservative, even more so than Dylan.
Super accurate. And ball's coming out on time too.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's the difference between those top three. I think you throw in the TJ, who kind of does all of that. He can create off platform if you blitz him and he's forced to run out of the pocket. He can do that. He can extend plays. He can do all these different things like, Dylan can. I think Dylan and TJ are probably the closest in terms of play style and what they're able to do down to down. But they are going to be challenged in so many different ways that it will prepare them for what they see this year. When you face a Brendan Sorsby, who on third down, he's a threat with his legs, and his arm. Same goes for like a Bryce Underwood. And then you have, throughout the year, you're going to face different types of quarterbacks that, there are going to be quarterbacks on the roster that third and long or second and long, they're going to try and push you vertically where, Marcus is probably the better look there.
Yeah, we saw that at USC and they didn't make them pay. So, obviously they'll be better as well as Nebraska will, but that comes to mind as well. Let me get you out of here on this TV. When you talk about the big plays that will come and doing the routine and the offense versus the defense, how critical, because we don't talk about it a ton openly because we can't see it yet, and no pun intended. How just getting guys to the ground in space, right? Like that unto itself, this defense versus this offense, the big rangy bodies, the accuracy of the quarterbacks in the passing game, tackling in the open field and getting guys to the ground will be, in my opinion, be paramount for how I think they want to play defense. And you're getting a good look with the offensive versatility and what they can throw at you, because it's all about space and pace for offense.
Right. Yeah, the offense wants to get the guys in space. Defense is trying to eliminate that. Yeah, I think it's going to create a bunch of looks. Yeah, I think the thesis of our conversation in general is like practicing against better players is going to make you better. And Nebraska has more talent on offense than they have in a while. That's going to naturally going to make the defense better, who in their own right has, at least at certain positions, has more talent than they have in years past. You talk about the defensive ends, you talk about the cornerback specifically. I think there's more talent in those rooms than years past. They may be unproven, but going up against Dane Keys, going up against Isaiah Hunters and Ja'Cory Barneys and the guys they face offensively is going to make everyone better. I mean, Dana said it, but yeah, I mean, competition and depth is going to make everyone better. And I think come the end of fall camp, I think it's going to be the reason why, you see more stories like Keelan Smith and Quinn Clark, where it's like, oh, this guy, you may have forgotten about him. Hey, here he is, number 2 on the depth chart. Here, you know what I mean? Like, I think you're just going to see some of these guys that are hard workers, that are have put in the work and have committed themselves to their development, step up late in fall camp and into the season because they just continue to execute and deliver consistently.
That's our guy, Tim Verghese, inside Nebraska. Tim, great stuff as always. We'll talk to you next week.
Thanks, TV.
Appreciate you guys. See you.
I love the fact that when they practice, you hear Coach Rule or one of the coaches talk about, the expectation level of contact, right? Mm-hmm. Hey, if they're in front of you and you can see them and it's eye to eye, expect a collision, right? I want to thud up. I want to lock up. It's expected. Hey, if you're lateral, hey, no contact. Get your head in position. Run-throughs. Yeah. If you're behind them, sprint, hands off, right? You know the tempo in which you have to practice. If you can remember, some coaches use red, yellow, green, and sometimes kids don't know if that means, hey, are we taking them to the ground? Are we not? Or somebody will get trucked and they'll say, oh, I didn't expect it. I didn't know. It was like that.
I didn't know we were in a green period.
These well-defined rear view mirror, side mirror, in front. You can practice pretty physical if you want to.
We'll have more Hurrdat Sports Live coming up next.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, one, obviously we're all going to do what's best for the team. He has a chance to be a really, really special player. He's very versatile and unique. I think he's going to have a chance to help us no matter where he's at. But, I think that just tells you about our team. Mosey goes to the running back room and this next guy up mentality in our room. And then I'm just trying to, stack days on days with each other and just get better as a group individually.
Is that a scenario? I mean, do you fight to keep him in the room, or is it, I guess, how does that work between coaches when?
Yeah, when it's Mosey, you fight to keep him in your room. But sometimes you get overruled by, obviously, I got superior bosses here. And like we said, we all want to do what's best for the team. I used to fight to try to keep him in your room. One, he's a special player, but he's a really, really good kid. He's a great kid and he works extremely hard. He's going to be successful no matter where he's at.
We're in the neighborhood, just down the street. With a wide variety of home equity products to help you create a relaxing oasis. So you can kick back and relax in comfort. Centris Federal Credit Union. We are where you are.
Just sticking my routes, knowing when to like the sticking is like creating more separation in my routes, and then like knowing when to like burst and just like snap it off like quick, like how like he would refer to how Tank had got so good at doing it, so I would try to work on it so I could be like him a little bit.
How different do you see, I guess, like your overall game improving once you start adding those technical skills into the speed and the attributes you already have?
Just making me a better player, I say. Just being able to create more separation, get a chance to get the ball even more, and production just go up, get better and better.
How much do you think you can help this team as a punt returner?
I'm going to lead the nation in punt returns this year. With Coach Eck, I believe in it. We say it every day, and I believe, and I'm going to lead the nation this year, so that's what I'm working towards.
You're listening to Hurrdat Sports Live.
Yeah, I mean, the easy answer is everything, obviously, but it's installation. You know, we've as talk my first day one meeting with the guys is like, we've done a lot of football up until this point this year. With our winter OTAs and spring football, summer OTAs, and now going into camp. So this is like the fourth time we've really installed it. Some guys were here in the spring, some guys didn't get here until the summer. So individually, it might be their second time, or it may be their fourth time. So we should really have a pretty good understanding of what to do, but it's still installation. It's still installation, but there's a lot of technique stuff. I get irritated when guys don't know how to line up or they don't know their assignment. That really irritates me because we have installed it 4 times, right? So at this point, it should be more about proper technique and getting into, making good decisions and starting to work on situations and then putting guys in position to be able to make plays, and so it varies from player to player, just the overall aspect of it where, just trying to figure out what the best lineup is and what we do best.
Welcome back, Hurrdat Sports Live, presented by Central Federal Credit Union. That's DB. I'm Ravi, Lulla, reminding you that if you need an expert, make sure you get a call to Dingman's or go to dingmans.com. Locally owned and family owned and operated. They've got deep roots in Omaha. They live and work in the same communities that they serve. Make sure you get out there. They're one of the most trusted names in the business. And if you ask Best of Omaha, they are the most trusted name in the business for 20 years running now. No matter what you need, they've got you covered. Go to dingmans.com. I do appreciate I feel like there's a little bit of Ravi and Dana Holgerson where he's like, I get a little irritated. I mean, we've only installed it 4 times.
Yeah. Again, I give you the Quinn Clark example.
Yeah.
Uber talented, right?
Got to line up right.
My dude.
Got to line up right.
I ain't going to lie to you, man. Your boy couldn't get lined up this week.
I appreciate the self-awareness from a young kid.
Too.
From a young kid especially.
And it was weird because
it was last year, right?
Yeah. And I'm like, I said.
So he's what, redshirt freshman last year?
No, he was
true freshman. True freshman. There you go. Okay, yeah.
I was like, hey, man, lean in here, man.
Yeah.
Dap him up. Like, it was just cool. It's the same thing talking to Mackay Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
It was, and you could feel his intensity.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, man, there were a couple games where I knew I was supposed to be playing. They told me I was playing, and, just pass protection here or an assignment here in practice. Like and Coach Holgerson told you, he is 100% telling you the truth.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't be where you're supposed to be,
doesn't matter how
it doesn't matter how talented you are.
Yeah.
And I've said this for years because we just assume like, man, coaches want to win. They play the best players. No, they don't. They play the guys they trust.
Mm-hmm.
Be dependable.
Yeah.
Be dependable. Like those are the guys that make it. Even in the league.
Yeah.
Talent will get you there. Being dependable keeps you there.
Mm-hmm.
There's zero question about it. There's a lot of high-end guys that flame out after 2-3 years, and it's not because they aren't talented enough.
Mm-hmm.
They just can't do the right thing every day.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, there's how many wide receivers are a great example, right? Because you see a lot of really talented wide receivers not make it. And then you see guys like Julian Edelman, and you're like, how did that happen? Or you see a guy like Adam Thielen go from D2.
Are we not? Is Amir Abdullah not in his 11th year?
With the 49ers, baby. Let's go. Yes, he is.
Pretty dependable.
Yeah.
Nothing gaudy.
Yeah.
But the guy's going to work every
Are there
day,
more talented linebackers in the league than Levante David?
Oh, yeah.
More talented.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's going to be a Hall of Famer, and he's going into year 13.
Yeah. Yeah. He kind of walked. I'm not going to steal his thunder. It's for him to tell. He's very specific about knowing his body,
mm-hmm.
what his regimen is, and he is brilliant when it comes to being a cheat code.
Mm-hmm.
How he can explain minimizing the game. Hey, listen, they like these 3 plays. These are the 3 guys that can block me. If it's not him, it's him. Beat him to the spot. Hey, this formation, this is what they like. This is the guy that can attack me. Beat him to the spot. Like it's like cheating, right? If
because he's minimizing, he's making it into digestible.
If I know I'm a wall guy in cover 2, like I want inside leverage so they can't get inside of me. If they can't get inside of me, and the only place I'm vulnerable is with depth, guess what I can do if I'm not as fast? I can cheat and play depth. Like there's just listen. If they like gap scheme and this guy can pull or this guy can pen, and I am a C gap fitter, beat him to the spot.
Yeah.
Like, just hit your fit. It's just, he's very, very, very smart. And it's impressive just to hear. And he goes, and the cool thing I liked about LD, I'm glad you used him, because he's a guy that if you stand, I mean, we look a lot alike. And I can't do anything for 13 years. He's not imposing.
Yeah.
There are no huge muscles. He's not like super ripped.
Yeah.
We're like
he doesn't look like Patrick Willis, right? Like he's right.
And
had a long career with Patrick Willis.
My man understands what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's still covering backs.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know. This the fundamentals.
Do you think there's something to, because I think about this a lot for whatever various reasons. Do you think there's something to the ability of an athlete mentally to get something down to its simplest form? Because that's what it sounds like you're talking about with Levante David, right? Because it can seem really daunting. If I'm sitting here, obviously I don't have the same football background as you do, but it happens a lot to me with basketball, right? This is how I felt with the UConn offense a couple years ago. When people are like, oh, it's the most complicated thing I've ever seen. It's like, no, that's a motion offense, right? I'm like, if you think that's a set play, then yes, it's the most complicated set play you've ever seen in your life. But it's not. It's a motion offense. Right. And so I'm sitting here really frustrated with everyone in the media who's like, that is a and listen, they were executing it at a super high level. I will not take that away from them. But it was pretty simple in its principles. You could see it if you know what you're looking for. Right. I'm like, OK, this is a pass and then cut away and you're going through and you're replacing. Like, this is not difficult. Right. We teach the same things, just could not get guys executed at that level.
Yeah.
And so I do wonder. I think about this a lot for guys that are able to just simplify everything around them, because it can feel daunting, right? If you're a linebacker and you're like, okay, they could run 100 different plays and they could be going to 8 different guys, or 6 different guys, and they could be doing X, Y, and Z, and they could put a guy in motion, and then what do I do? Like, if you're thinking about all of that, you're screwed.
100%. I followed up on the player that had the really nice pick in practice, right? So I asked him, I was like, hey, that's a tough look in a 2-by, right? So basically it's 2 tight ends, 2 receivers. They rolled to 3. Normally 4 verticals can really stress cover 3.
Yeah.
Right? Because you're in 3 deep.
Because you're in 3 deep and you've got 4 guys in the gaps.
And I said, hey, how'd you get there? And he said, as a hash-to-hash guy, I played the speed and worked for depth. If you can do little things like he cheated to the faster guy.
Sure, yeah. I mean,
that's in essence what he's saying.
And very simple. And it seems like a cheat to the faster guy. But
I'm pre-snap processing with motion. That's not always easy.
Right.
But I always ask guys, like, when you're, hey, where am I vulnerable? That, like, that's what you have
to cover for it.
Right. Like, if we're in 2-man and we're playing Bellevue West, I know a scrambling quarterback can get us.
Yeah.
So if he starts getting a little loose, I mean, we're either going to have to bring pressure or spy, right? Those are the 2 things where I know we're vulnerable. If we're in 2 and we have a low hole and a high hole, I know we're a little vulnerable on some skinnies with the ball coming out quick.
Yeah.
So, hey, got to touch those guys. Like, you got to buy some. So it's when players can start to do that.
Yeah.
And you talk shorthand. Hey, touch 2. It's too quick.
Yeah.
Ball's coming out hot. You can, hey, ball's coming out hot. Hey, man, close the distance.
Mhm.
Like, it's coming out quick. If it's 3rd and 8 and you say play sticks and you're 6 yards off the ball, don't give ground.
Yeah, like you have to stick right
Right?
there.
Like
you have maybe a half step that you can take
the
before
more
you're-
you
yeah.
can process that kind of stuff pre-snap, knowing what you're trying to accomplish,
Mhm.
it is a cheat code. Because even if I'm on offense,
Is that what he means when he calls Javen Wright a cheat code?
So I think what he means with Javen is you can keep him, you can play him on run and pass downs.
Okay.
So
Versatile.
he doesn't have to be a nickel guy. He doesn't
Gotcha.
have to be a dime guy. You don't have to take him off the field if you have a Carter Nelson type at tight end.
And you don't
because he can as he can run with Carter.
And you don't have to reveal what you think the offense is going to do because he can stay in
By
there.
personnelling it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what he allows you to do.
Gotcha. Okay.
Sorry,
you had said cheat code a couple times and it let a little ding in my head. And
yeah, I've seen a few of those where if you play, like nickel, or if you have to match personnel and you don't have to take a guy off. Like 2 years ago, we're like, all right, we want to play big nickel against, team X. All right, well, somebody's got to come off the field. So we start looking at skill sets. Well, it's not going to be Teddy because he can get down into the box.
Mm-hmm.
So he doesn't hurt us against the run.
Yeah.
It's not going to be player this. So what we end up doing, we took a D lineman off, used an OLB as a pass rusher because he's a really good pass rusher. And that was our best package.
Yeah.
Right? We added a corner. So when you do things like that situationally, they've got a guy in the booth.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, 69 off, 12 on.
Mm-hmm.
They know we're going small.
Right.
So
and they know you're bringing in. It's like when they
they know that we're expecting pass.
Yeah.
You don't want to always have to do that.
Right.
Now,
it's like when you bring in James Williams last year.
Yeah, he's going to be in a wide nine,
right? Like
and he's getting after.
He basically was only going to do one thing.
Yeah, you try if you can
to avoid that, to
not have to do that. So it's like everybody has tendencies, right?
Yeah,
yeah, pretty much.
You'd like to have to not take guys off the field. I mean that's kind of the simplest way I can put it. You'd like for Malcolm to be able to play the nickel will,
yeah,
and play the nickel and base.
So on the offensive side, that's why.
But in one,
yeah,
you're going to force him to be a run defender.
Yeah,
like that dude is going to have to fit in the run game,
which maybe you'll take your chance with
and you're going to have to sacrifice that.
Yeah,
that's how that's.
Like, hey, I'll run at the 5'9" guy and see if he can tackle.
Yeah, like just imagine if you allow yourself, if Carter Nelson if he becomes, not to say that he can or can't, a good inline traditional tight end.
Sure. Where you can leave him out there, run down, pass down, whatever.
He changes the way you personnel him if he's in
on
the
defense.
Yeah.
And you're going to make it that much more difficult to guard him because you can't bring in an extra defensive back to cover him. You have to leave him and let a linebacker cover him.
But do you know who'd be really good and you don't have to take him out of the game?
Javen Wright.
The cheat code.
But there's a lot of people that don't have that linebacker.
Yeah. But a lot of good teams do.
Yeah.
Nebraska hasn't had it in a while, because the other thing you get with Buddha is he is ridiculously smart.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, he can see formations. He understands tendency. I mean, he's a veteran.
Yeah.
That's also what makes him a cheat code. Right, 3rd and 7, they get in 12 personnel with an offset back, and he's like, "Oh man, I'm thinking speed outs and push to the post."
Yeah,
first two things he probably thinks of. That comes with experience, so he knows. He got a pick. Was it a year ago or 2 years ago where he basically played 2 defenders?
Mm-hmm.
And I said to Sharpie at the time, I go, "See, that's a guy that we're not gonna appreciate that." But he took away the speed out because he flashed, but he was getting depth. The quarterback wasn't expecting him to get underneath to make that pick. Like, it was real subtle what he did.
It was kind of like Tommy.
It might have been, was it Purdue? It was somebody. I can't remember, but it was beautiful. And it looks just like, to the naked eye, it just looks like.
I think it was Purdue.
To the naked eye, it looks like he's just playing curl.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like, to a different extent, it's kind of like the Tommy Hill pick six against Colorado last year. I believe it was Bullock dropped to take away the slant,
he took away the quickie.
And Tommy Hill knew he was going to do that, so he stayed off for just a second long enough.
You see 3-step drop?
Yeah.
And they robbed the quickie?
Yeah.
You know that ball's going to come out. You can jump that.
Yeah, and he knew the out was going to come out, but it felt like he timed. We waited his break.
Bullock totally made that play.
Yes. And then Tommy Hill waited just long enough.
Because
bait.
Shedeur had to hold it.
Yeah.
And it's quick game.
Yeah. You don't want to hold it in quick game.
Nah.
That's bad things.
That's
happen.
how you get the tinkle spots, right?
Bad things happen.
Yeah. 100%.
What's the offensive equivalent of what we're talking about with being able to simplify things for, is it, obviously quarterback's the obvious one, right? Because a lot of times you're with these option routes now, like it's, hey, if I can just simplify this
if he's
down,
outside, you inside, like those kind of option routes?
Yes.
Okay.
Like, so obviously quarterback's the easiest one there, but like, do you get that at other positions? Like offensive line's interesting to me, right? Where you've got guys, maybe they're stunting a little bit. Maybe you're trying to identify where blitzes might be coming from, or if guys are going to drop into coverage. Like, what's a version of that where guys can simplify things down
from the offensive standpoint?
Yeah, on the offensive line to kind of make their life a little bit easier.
So right away, the quickest way is to identify the guy you won't have.
Okay.
Let your quarterback,
So like
or
process of elimination.
Let your quarterback identify the free rusher.
Mm-hmm.
If back's releasing, the quarterback knows that blitzer is on him.
He's coming.
Him, the quarterback.
Yes. He knows it's not going to get blocked by any of my linemen. So I got to get it out before this guy gets here.
If he makes, 29 to Mike, he knows that the back has him. The line knows that they stay big on big.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes pass protection is they take first inside gap.
Mm-hmm.
So if everybody takes first inside gap,
then it's the outside guy.
Then it's the next free defender after the count of 5.
Okay.
So, hey, I got him. I got anything off the edge. I'm in fan protection or whatever your terminology is. That's what Coach Rule was talking about when he said, hey, we've got these handful of protections and, these handful of pass pros for the running backs, and we're going to roll with that. We're going to try to do simple well.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to be a team that has all these multiple intricate protections because that's how you get confusion.
Right.
Now, what's a defense try to do?
Try and confuse you.
Yeah, they'll use guys to mug or stand in the, you'll see 2 guys in the A gap and then they don't come, so linemen make calls.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, they may slide. You'll see an overload to the right, so line may slide left. They back out of it, and you bring a weak side pressure. Well, everybody's sliding left. You could get a free runner off the backside edge because everybody's stepping left.
Yeah.
So the defense is trying to do
the same thing.
Yeah. Which is why I think they want to really get good at affecting the quarterback's eyes pre-snap. You'll see a lot of movement and pressure type looks, in my opinion, and they may or may not come.
Yeah.
But what you hope is
change the quarterback's eyes.
Yeah.
So that they'll make the decision you want them to make instead of the decision they want to make.
Yeah, he'll read pressure.
Yeah.
They'll check to quick game, and you're sitting in cover 2 and your corner's in the flats.
Yeah.
Like, he's going to be there.
Right.
Right? Like, those are the kinds of things you want to do. Now, you get caught, though.
Sure.
Because everybody has to be on the same page. But, like, we tell our guys, man, we say, hey, be wrong together.
Everybody.
As long as you're communicating.
Yeah.
And everybody. We turned Amarian. We turned Jackson loose early against Millard South on simply not understanding 2 versus 3. One guy says one thing, another guy says another. You
like
turn
a Jeremiah Smith situation.
You turn a guy loose. Right? He's too good at
he's
talk, man. Fine 9, especially when he's in the slot. You kind of know he has a tendency to do blank. But they're trying to do the same thing that
they're trying to disguise
that we're doing.
Yeah.
So the more for this team and their youth, if you want to see young guys play, I'm telling you, it's about being dependable. Because they're going to show you a lot. They may not do anything, but if you want to play as a young guy, be dependable.
Do you think that Dana Holgerson's offense is simpler in terms of guys learning how to be dependable?
So there's two things I think he's really good at that make him not unique, but in the upper echelon. He has very good concepts of sequential plays.
Like building on each other.
Yeah.
So I did this, and if I
They
come
did
out
this.
in this same look,
Yeah.
they're going to expect this. Now, it's like when you're a pitcher and you throw high heat and then you throw a curveball that looks like it's coming to the same spot.
Yeah. So he's very good at that. The other thing is he's got really good feel for like a pace of a game.
It's like when he's press the gas.
And he's it looks like to me, he and I, we've never really had this deep of a conversation. He doesn't have to prove anything to himself. So being experienced, he doesn't always have to show you how smart he is. And I actually think that's hard for guys.
For offensive coordinators, it seems like especially.
You
play
feel
callers.
like we put this in, we have it, we have to use it.
Yeah.
He's cool with not.
Yeah.
And I think for a guy that's that bright, it's not always easy.
Yeah, sometimes you want people to know how smart you are.
Yeah. So staying within yourself is something I think he's really, really good at.
Coming up in just a few minutes, we're going to talk to our guy Mike Sautter, Hurrdat Sports and NEBPreps. If you're on the road this morning, though, make sure you get that seatbelt fastened and make it click. It prevents injuries and saves lives, but only if worn properly. This message from the NDOT Highway Safety Office. Our guy Mike Sautter coming up next here on Hurrdat Sports Live.
Give me that cheddar, we getting Rico. Big money rolls like burritos. Give me that hot sauce, no pico. Give me that.
Fall practice is here for Nebraska volleyball. Anna Bellinghausen and Jacob Badilla alongside with you. Jacob, we got to see about an hour and a half of practice today. What is your main takeaway from the day?
Yeah, the first official fall practice of the Danny Busfrom Kelly era, and I think the biggest takeaway is just 17 players, all healthy, all look like they can help this team right now. That's a change from years past. John Cook preferred a smaller roster. Danny Busfrom Kelly, as soon as she got here, she kept everybody to begin with, and then added a few recruits of her own to push this roster out to 17. So I think one of the kind of storylines to watch moving into the season is how does she take advantage of that depth? I know in the past at Louisville, she rotated a bit more than what fans are probably used to seeing here at Nebraska. So I'm fascinated to see what that actually looks like once we get in the season, especially because she ran a 6-2 a lot of time at Louisville, which makes it a little bit easier to use some of those depth pieces. So I think here we're going to see what does that look like here at Nebraska with this bigger roster.
One of our, goals as an offense is to become a little bit more explosive. With more explosive bodies, I think that'll naturally happen. Okay, but that's not what we're going to obsess over. We're not going to be reckless with our play calls just to try to get explosive plays. That will come situationally. That will come. Where that really shows up and your yards per play go up is just routine play after routine play after routine play. If it's a check down for 5 yards, that's good. That's better than an incompletion, right? So, or that's better than a sack. So just focused on routine plays, taking what the defense gives you. If you do that consistently, those routine plays turn into big plays with good players. And I think we have good players that can turn routine plays into big plays. That will help your yards per play, and that will help your explosive plays as well.
Imagine your first dream home and the feeling of walking inside for the first time. With Centrist Federal Credit Union's First Time Home Buyers program, you are at the doorstep of bringing your vision to life. Welcome home. From your neighborhood mortgage experts, Centrist Federal Credit Union. We are where you are.
You're listening to Hurrdat Sports Live.
Oh, yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
Mike Sautter.
Yeah.
Mike Sautter.
Oh, man, you're going to put me on the spot.
Mike Sautter.
Welcome back to Hurrdat Sports Live, presented by Centrist Federal Credit Union. That's DB. I'm Ravi, Lulla here at Hurrdat Sports Bar and Grill. Don't forget, you get 75-cent wings Saturday and Sunday every weekend here at Hurrdat Sports Bar. And every Friday, you can talk to our friend Mike Sautter with us here. Mike, how you doing, bud?
How you doing? I'm doing all right. Doing good. Today is my wife and I's anniversary. Like Tony. Who sang that song? Tony.
Oh, what today is?
How many years?
It's our anniversary. That is, I believe you are correct. It is Tony.
How many years, Mike?
Good pull.
2009, 16. Is that math?
Oh, yeah. No, yeah.
Wow. Did you get to keep your shoes on for that?
Yeah. Sometimes.
Hey, small world. I saw Cade leaving. I took Micah for a physical. We have the same doctor.
Yeah.
He looked fantastic.
Cade Ziola?
Yep. My feet came off the ground a little bit. I said, "Hey, easy." Easy there.
Hey, man. The last time that guy shook my hand, his fingers were at my elbow. So
I can't get over how his frame doesn't look and ooze strength, but he is absolutely a strong dude.
He's strong.
Like he's almost, it's wiry's like you, so he's not that, but he is long and long. You know what I mean? With his arms, I'm like, how are you so flipping strong? He just is.
He is. He's
good,
put on
good natured too, man.
Yeah, he's the best. He's an awesome kid. Like if you don't root for that kid, then you don't like people.
Yeah, the wrestling program is going to be interesting this year because, I mean, it's not the first time because I think he has in a couple of years been doing this, but I see them in a lot of top 2, 3, 4 national championship-ish polls, right? Like he's quietly put together a deep, good roster, and everybody's like all in.
Yeah, I think they gotta figure out just a couple weights, like 25. Yeah, it's pretty set though. Like the lineups feels like it's pretty set. So
I'm color me excited. Hey,
what's that red shirt you have on your shoulder?
Oh, I forgot. I'm still So CG, Chris, I was in my appointments. I was late or I didn't get to kickball, and I have a Hurrdat athletic department shirt, and it's the soft material too. So while I will wear it under something, I'll zip it.
It's nice though.
I will rock it.
Must be nice to get gear from your employer. Wonder what that's like.
Oh,
I mean, if you had signed up for softball, you'd have that same shirt. So
I was out of town working.
Hey! Look, Jerome, I got your back. Look what I'm wearing today.
The old school. That's
good.
That's the old school.
How old
one.
is this?
Pretty old. Probably like 10 years old.
Yeah, it's 15, 16, right?
Yeah. It's probably at least 10 years old. Yeah. It's
Fits
good
me
though.
better.
Fits you better?
Yeah, than it did. It's nice.
Oh yeah.
Bring it back out. It's not
2X.
bad. Yeah. I trade you some West Side gear. That'll go over well. You want to wear that?
I don't know.
South guy now.
I don't think
Yeah.
I don't think I'll be rocking that anytime soon.
Hashtag too soon.
Well, speaking of the old school Nebraska HS sports days, fast forwarding to the NEBPreps days, the Omaha women's basketball team has been on a little bit of a heater recruiting lately.
Hey, how about the hire though? I don't think that got enough run.
Clearly, she's pretty good, and clearly she kind of got the message to recruit locally. I think they're on a major heater right now. So Ava Markowski was the first to commit of the 2026 class.
I saw her sister the other day in Lincoln. I saw Alexis. But anyway.
Oh, you did?
Go ahead.
No, so Ava's the first to commit, and then Annie Lou committed or announced her commitment yesterday.
That's a little bit. I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, it's good. It's
especially at this junction. Like I was like, okay.
Yeah. So and then this morning, so this is what we all a couple years ago, right? We were like, oh, Hallie Dolliver is amazing. She's a great athlete. She's, multi-sport athlete, really great. Is she going to play volleyball or basketball? Which one? And it would turn into basketball. And then she tore ACL a year ago in June. And then we kind of forgot all about her a little bit. And then she came back and played AAU in July and did pretty well. And schools backed out on her just due to the injury. And Omaha saw something and saw how great of an athlete. She's a really good athlete. And
do you remember what
she announced her commitment this morning. So that's three of the top 4 2026 girls basketball players that Omaha in-state that Omaha has gotten commitments from. The other one is Kylie Pabin. Omaha's offered, Creighton's offered. She has like 15 offers, it feels like right now, from Millard West. So we'll see how that plays out. But getting 3 of the 4, and they're all 3 fit kind of profile and good. I think the Dolliver one is really sneaky good because she's really good.
Really good.
We just kind of forgot about her because she got injured. I think she's phenomenal. She's a great kid too.
Remember what I asked you after that freshman performance when I walked into the arena and along the side and I go, what is her ceiling? Do you remember?
Yeah, I do.
She played like she was 25.
Yeah,
John was like, well, she's not even, like we were just making jokes about where he ranks in the athletic pantheon in the family, and it seems like it's going to be pretty low if because she's really high and he's got a couple.
And there's more coming, right?
Wife. Yeah, he's right behind his wife.
Peyton is a really good basketball player too, and I don't know if you look at that family. So we're talking about the Shaws from Sandy Creek is Amber, right? The mom. So who's the best?
It's probably not John. No disrespect.
No,
he is not being the best in our family.
John will say his wife is absolutely the best athlete in the family.
I would guess she's the most competitive too.
I would agree.
Because
I would agree.
He's chill.
She strikes me as very competitive.
She's a Shaw from Sandy Creek. That, of course, she's competitive.
I do like the fact, he's Adrian is fresh off the sit down with Channel 7 and Coach Crutch has got momentum and hockey's going to do hockey things. I am very, very, very excited about Omaha because softball looks fantastic. I'm Team Hurd.
Yeah.
They got a lot of momentum, man, for the program, and I think a lot of it has to do with the leadership. They're out here now, right?
Yeah, volleyball's been good. So they hired the right coach there.
By the way,
yeah, it's kind of fun to it's kind of fun to see Omaha, being good and wanting to win and wanting to be out there and wanting to be,
how good is that volleyball hire going to age?
It's going to age really well because it's pretty good. So I think that'll work well. And Coach Hurd, obviously, anyone that knows them loves him. He's amazing. So they're fortunate to have Coach Hurd still there.
And he'll tell you, he'll keep it a buck, man. A lot of it has to do with the leadership.
Yeah, I mean, it's why mess with something that is really good. So he's probably waiting for the right big job to come instead of just taking a bigger job. And why would they win the league every year? He's phenomenal. So he's done a really good job.
Had a really good showing in the postseason on a national scale.
Right. And it's clearly Omaha, right? Like they fought that battle for a long time and still fighting it. And it's not UNO anymore, right? Like it's Omaha. It's okay to call it that. Like we can say that. They're not a Division II school anymore.
It's easy for me because that's what I first knew it as.
Yeah.
As a wee pup.
Yeah, I think there's people of a certain age that it's kind of ingrained though. The other one,
right?
So it's
right
a little
here
tough,
in
but
the middle of the city.
That's
Counting Crows.
Not how that song goes.
It's the words. I'm notoriously great with lyrics to a song.
Last night we had an argument.
It's what Morgan should have made the words. Which
Counting Crows, Omaha. You want to go keep going music? I got it.
No, but that song was actually a slight, so I don't really rock with them.
It was a little bit, yeah.
Yeah. And I found out yesterday at Piezon's it is not popular for me to like Morgan Wallen.
No.
Oh, he's
because you're.
And he was from Kearney. I was like, man, really? But
is it because you look like you do, or?
Apparently he's controversial and I don't know enough. I just like the music, so whatever. Shout out to me not being socially aware.
So it's sacrilegious for you to like Morgan country music because you're
So a guy that sells ag equipment and a guy that lives in Kearney got on me about liking Morgan Wallen. It was truly bizarre.
Actually, really funny.
Oh, and he went in.
That's like an Uno reverse card right there.
Yeah, he went in. And I was like, I copped too. Total misdemeanor. I was like, I don't know anything, man. I just like a couple of the songs. Zoe likes them, so it was a catchy tune. I blamed it on Zoe.
Yeah,
kind of a jerk. So
a lot of people say that about Diddy too, but what are you gonna do?
How is that asking to get out until the sentencing?
Yeah, I don't think he's getting out ever.
No, listen. I bet you he does less than 3 years.
I don't know, man. There's a lot of charges.
Well, he got off on 3 of them.
Yeah, I don't know.
People are going
got off on a lot of other stuff too.
Okay,
Michael.
Okay,
Michael.
Just inappropriate.
I mean, what are we doing?
You said it.
Context.
Oh,
another 1 to 10 guy.
I'm trying to help you out here. I'm helping you out. I'm defending you.
Lots of things in the middle between going to a 10.
10.
Too many.
It's a 10. That's one of my favorite movies.
Hey, Varsity Blues guy.
Oh yeah, Varsity Blues is my top 2 probably movies ever.
Are you a big Billy Bob guy?
I love that movie. It's a great movie.
You seem more like a tweeter guy.
I'll be honest, Tweeter does not age well. I don't know if you've seen that movie recently. Tweeter's a tough hang.
Really?
Oh yeah.
What's wrong with Tweet? What am I missing?
It's pretty problematic.
As in his real life?
No, I mean like in the movie.
character?
Yeah.
I better go back and watch that. I don't get a lot of the symbolism.
It's not symbolism. He comes out and says it. It's pretty rough.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
maybe Tweeter.
It's not great. Tweeter reminded me of one of my favorite New York Jets of all time, Wayne Corbett, a little bit as the football player.
It got a little Wayne Corbett vibes as like a scouting report.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What was it? Squatty and White? What's the scouting report? Good route runner.
Tough guy across the middle.
Deceptively fast. What's the scouting report?
Rat, real hard worker, coach's kid. No.
All the little white guy things.
No, do you know who that actually is though?
Who?
Is Mosey. Gym rat, coach's kid, hard worker, deceptively fast. And he's pretty brotherly. Just saying.
A lot of love. He's not from Philadelphia. I thought he's from Missouri.
He's a KC guy. They argue all the time about collection of talent and
like from people's hometowns or areas.
Yeah. Which notoriously was the catalyst, you guys, of one of the more famous fights between Jamel and LP, and it was over state talent.
I mean, LP's rocking from California, so he's got a pretty good argument there. Where's Jamel from?
Gary.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Like I don't know. I know none of you guys have been to Gary recently. Not a nice place to visit.
I'm not.
Especially for you.
I'm not. Ever.
I've just driven through. I've never stopped. I've just driven through there.
Yeah. Keep going. Go stop at Elkhart or go to one of them other places. Stay out of Gary.
South Bend.
Yeah. Shout out Gary. Did you finish your football camp? Did you finish your football camp schedule?
Yep. Ready to rock and roll. We got we got 13 in the first 6 days.
Jeez.
Which is great. We got
so that's the 11th through the 17th?
16th, yeah. Mm-hmm. So we got 13 in there, and then one I'm gonna do like a northeast kind of little mini tour, if you will. So I'll go to I'm gonna call it Forever Humphrey St. Francis, because that's what it should be called forever. So whatever they're called now, I don't care. So I'm gonna go there, Norfolk Catholic, have Columbus Lakeview in there, got an Omaha West Side in there, got the Class B kind of favorites maybe all in there outside of Scottsbluff, because probably not going to drive there for practice, but we got Gretna East, Bennington, Scott, Waverly.
Yeah, that will be highly competitive.
Yeah, who wins B? Tell me right now. You don't know. Elkhorn North may be the favorite to start.
They're pretty good. They got a guy. Hey, go check out. They got a tight end DN I like in Wolf. Go check him out.
All right.
Quietly, pretty good player.
I'll be there. I'll be at Elkhorn North week 2.
WOLFE. Good player.
Week 2. Week 2 will be my Elkhorn North stop. You know what stinks about, school being back in session is that second week of practice, I can only go after school because, people don't practice at 6 a.m. and stuff like that in the morning. So it kind of puts a damper on.
I'm not familiar with how the meetings because it's back to school for us today, for staff. And I assume there'll be stuff in the morning, but I will always encourage trying to beat it. I just don't know if you can do it with how school starts now on the 11th.
Yeah, I know. Well, you guys go in the morning, right?
I mean, we'll try.
What do you mean?
Because staff will have commitments too. So if you have to be in your building at 7:10,
sometimes it's hard to let offense go if an offensive coach has to leave. I mean, guys got to shower in their buildings. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, according to my practice plan, I thought there was a morning in there.
Yeah, I was walking out of Piezon yesterday, and apparently there's no need for us to suit up. So,
what? Hey, I'm gonna say this. Omaha North game 1 is gonna be tough.
Oh yeah, listen,
they're good.
Who you telling?
No, I'm not like I think
people think I'm blowing. Listen, they're legit.
No, they're really good.
And they have one of my favorite non-talked about people with Mad Max playing right there in the middle, man. It is hard for me to not get Jason Martin vibes when I see that number 10 patrolling the middle.
Yeah.
Way good.
You want to?
Where's he going? South Dakota? Is Max
yes.
South Dakota?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You liked him too, didn't you?
I did. Yeah, a lot. He was really good.
My man had like plus 20 tackles for loss last year. 25, something like that.
He's ridiculously smart too.
Yeah.
Like he's a grown up.
Another guy there that doesn't get maybe talked about enough on the football side is Dortch.
Hey, so he was in and out in the summer. Like he was gonna play, then he wasn't gonna play. And I'm sure North knows way more than I do, of course. But if he plays, he's one of my favorites. He is a tackling menace.
He's tough as, yeah.
Again, man, I
think it's going to be a good challenge. I think it's going to be a pretty good game that first night. Like I really do.
I'm in agreement.
So, Mikey, I think
what I told Tay during the rain delay.
Oh, last year.
Last year, yeah. Keep your head on a swivel. 12 is not verbatim.
So, Mike, I think a lot of people are assuming that that Miller South is just kind of going to run it back here. But what's in your mind, kind of what's the hierarchy of Class A in terms of like true contenders for the state title versus maybe kind of that next group of teams?
I feel like Millard South is the obvious favorite right now. I don't think that's a shock to anyone, me saying that. So,
boy, they are senior heavy.
Bigger gap or smaller gap than last year?
I don't know. That's a good, without seeing Westside yet. Like, I guess saw him 7-on-7 stuff. I said the upfront stuff. I need to see that. How is Johnson? Is he back healthy for Westside? We know, like,
talking about Eli.
Yeah,
he looks fantastic.
Does he? Okay, I haven't seen him, right? So, we know that Quentin Warren is really good. Loved him last year, like right away. Like loved him. So, I think Elkhorn South has to figure out the quarterback spot. But I think there will be right there too. Yeah, Succo's great.
You know who I like? You know who I like that is really, really good, and I get it because there's Pittmans and Haney's over there, and there were Waynes and my discus shot stud that I loved last year going to Northwest Missouri. My favorite. Like, how am I forgetting his name? Dean
Ackerman? You mean Central Ackerman? Yeah.
Listen, 66 Double J Jerry.
Yeah.
Up front for them, O-line, D-line. He is really, really good as an interior lineman. Like John.
Yeah.
He wears that 66 well. He is a menace. And it's almost like he's an afterthought for that team, but I kind of think Central is too, because I like him at the quarterback spot. They got really good skill talent, and he's a menace up front.
We have Central's got, he's a 3-year starter now, BJ. That's good. And he's tough. He's tough. He's super competitive. So Central should be in the mix. Central Bell West week 1 too is pretty interesting as well.
Especially after the last year, right? There will be no love lost in that one. And K2 is now on the other Caprice Keith. K2.
Yeah. On the other team. Yeah.
Yeah. Is now playing with Central.
And he looks good. He's gained some weight. He's big. Like he's
always
had good size. He's a big kid.
I mean, he's filling out. Like
Yeah.
the shoulders are getting broader and stuff like that. So, yeah,
What do you
Central's in the mix.
What do you think happens off of 370?
Ooh, Papio South has a chance to be all right too. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Devin Jones is good player. They return quarterback. They're kind of figuring that out. Maybe they haven't figured out by now, but I know.
If you're them, how would you use Beckenauer?
Well, he's playing. He was in the quarterback mix, right? So it's kind of like if he doesn't play quarterback, then you use him a bunch of different ways. It's interesting. The one quarterback they had at 7-on-7, the younger guy, I forget his name, but he'll compete there too. So they're kind of competing there. It's almost like how do you use it? And then to be quite honest, like Kirk Peterson going to
Miller North is talented.
Well, I'm just saying Kirk Peterson going to Papio South as just the linebackers coach is kind of a good get from a coaching standpoint. Like Peterson,
they'll be sound defensively.
Yeah, he's a great X and O guy. So they'll be all right.
The man, excellent. Like
he's
a good coach.
Yeah, it's a very good coach.
Miller North is talented.
Miller North is talented. Another quarterback, like which one, right? Leggett transferred over from Papio High. They had Zion Rush, who missed some time in the summer because of summer school. So, like, does that give Leggett a leg up a little bit? So they have two quarterbacks, I guess, right? And then Matt Erickson came over from Millard West to help out that'll help up front for them, obviously, after losing, because Millard North lost some good linemen last year. Mm-hmm. So we'll kind of see what they look like. I know they'll fly around defensively too, which will help. Arif Evans is back there too.
Coach Young has that class that I love so much. They're now sophomores. With the Gavin Traps, the Cooper Fix, Miles, Harpster, Ben Leslie should be in the mix at quarterback. That's that group that we had for the 3 or 4 years at the youth level. Those guys, as they kind of get, Jake Carney, like that's a really good group he had over there last year as freshman.
Trap is really good, by the way.
Oh, outstanding.
He's very good.
Really low maintenance too.
Walker's still there, right? As a running back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Angelo. They'll be pretty good. They're gonna pound the ball, I would imagine, even more because that's Tim Young's DNA. So they'll be tough. I think they'll be tougher. That's one of those teams that like. They're always young, right? Like, oh, we're young. Well, one of those times, like the young has to be old, right? You have to eventually, we can't keep saying we're young, right? So they gotta be old. And I think really they need to just ball control and run the ball. I mean, that's their recipe. Defensively, they'll be coached well, right? Coach Moose does a good job over there, but it'd be very interesting to see prep this year, I think. So I'm going to try and get to their practice. I think on the 21st maybe is the day that I have pegged for that.
Are you off topic? Are you experiencing any crabgrass?
So I mowed yesterday.
Everybody being like Shane today.
What?
You're getting ready to give me some long, windy answer.
I mowed multiple times yesterday.
It looks like Augusta out there.
Dude, just put me on ignore. Okay, Jerome.
I mowed.
Kept on trucking.
Yeah.
I mowed. I may or may not have mowed my backyard 3 times yesterday, because I just needed to get it cut, and then I put the DIY lawn striper on, and I did it double diagonal. So, but yesterday on my curb lane,
out here jerry rigging mowers.
Yeah, I did. It's great. It looks great. But yesterday I did find 2 pieces of crabgrass on my curb lane, like next to the curb between the sidewalk. And so I did get the little spade out and just dug those out. So I had 2 small pieces of crabgrass and I was mad.
Oh, you're doing better than 90% of the general public.
I'll say it's bad this year. Crabgrass is
Well,
bad.
I
The general,
a lot of
the general public probably is also not mowing their backyard 3 times in a day. So
Or dropping $700 on their lawn just for product.
It looks like Augusta out there.
Yes, it does. Thank you, Matt. It kind of does. But that's the hope. That's the plan. I would love for it to look like Augusta. I would love to be able to mow my yard short enough to make it look like Augusta or Nebraska's new grass practice fields. But I'm not going to buy the $30,000 lawnmower that has to go, that you have to use for that, or the grass seed. That doesn't make sense.
Oh, Mr. Breckenridge Estes, just reach into the seat cushion. You're good. Just go grab the mower, man.
That is the first vacation I took in my life.
I feel like you're out of town in the summer more than you're in town.
That doesn't mean I was on family vacation where I just didn't work.
Okoboji is deep money bags.
We stay at my wife's aunt and uncle's house that they've had since 1982.
Couch cushion.
Does Okoboji not count as a vacation? Don't you do that every year?
It's a couple days. It's not like
that's what happens when spoiled people do spoiled things. They just
I've also
way of life.
Also, for the Okoboji trip for the 4th of July, I have worked plenty of times during that trip. So the one vivid memory that I have is on the actual 4th of July. I got word that Xavier Watts was committing to Notre Dame. So I literally left vacation that morning of the morning of the 5th, drove to Omaha, did a 3-minute interview with Xavier Watts, and drove back to vacation.
Oh,
so
can you? Hey, you have really good eyesight with those sweet glasses. Can you see my eyes roll?
Nah, I'm not complaining about it. I chose to do it. I'm by no means am I complaining. I'm just saying there are numerous times where I've had working situations while on vacation. I did not last week, or was that last week? Can't remember.
He got cracked on a run play.
That's our guy, the vacationless Mike Sautter.
I have been cracked on a run play before.
Hurrdat Sports.
Hey, what? I wonder what that launch angle would I tell the receiver if they were gonna crack you? Like aim for the stop sign. Like
he got cracked on a run play.
You're not giving us a lot to work with.
Hey,
just
Tom
turn
Beveridge.
to the side. It would be like a piece of paper.
Remember Tom Beveridge, right? Remember that name?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So he was a senior. I was a sophomore. I was a corner. He was a receiver. He kicked my ass every single day.
As a sophomore, what were you weighing? About $116, 17?
Not quite.
No. Had we cracked triple digits yet?
I was 110 as a sophomore.
That's class.
And that dude, there were times the dude just he just picked me up and threw me down.
And he's physical. That's a good pull.
Yeah.
He's bulked all the way up to 130 now. Way to go, Sautter.
That's not true. I'm way bigger than that.
I sure hope so.
We're in 32.
Look at that.
Hey, what? Before we let you go, I do want to know what's the coupon bargain of the week?
Well, that's a great question. Because I went to the local Hy-Vee the other day, and first of all, churn ice cream is $2.97 for a tub, so I got 2 of those.
Go Big Red.
You're such a child.
And then right now, 3-day meat sale this weekend. So brats are $1, 10 for 10.
Yeah.
So if you want some brats, you can get some brats.
And what do they usually do? They do brats, pork chops, and what else do they always do cheap?
Pork chops on there, and then 85.
Those pork chops are 3 ounces.
Yeah, they're the smallest. 85.15 meats on sale, I think, for $4.68. I saw, which 85.15 is not, it's kind of if you're making a burger, great.
If
But
you're making meatballs, it's fantastic. You need a little fat.
yeah, a little sauce. I blackstoned up some bacon wrapped fillets last night. They were excellent. And the French fries, I figured it out, Damon. So you put a little butter, put a little oil, and then you have to put the lid on them.
Oh, man. I don't get it. I told you asked me yesterday. I'm like, I wouldn't do it.
I did it last night.
I did it anyway.
Yeah.
What kind of fries? Shoestring?
Crinkle cut fries.
Oh, the worst.
They're not the worst.
That's what we had. I didn't buy them. I just
steak fries are the worst.
It's tough, but I won't.
Steak fries are the worst.
Yeah, crinkles suck.
Crinkles are good, crunchy enough.
Did you get crispness, Jerome?
Who?
Crispness.
It was hard.
Did you get the crinkle
or the fries crispy?
Yeah. Yes, they were fine. They were little, little too brown. What? Did you say?
Okay, so that was your fear when you called me. You didn't want them too done.
Right. But it was fine. Kids ate them. It was great. No big deal. No big deal.
Fries are the hardest thing to like.
They are hard to do at home if you're not using it.
They're the hardest thing to overlook. They're either good or they're not.
Yeah, and they're hard to do and not a fryer. I think.
It was hard.
Yeah, kids.
I didn't want to air fry
them.
Don't
usually by the way fries. They either are good fries or they're not.
As a consumer of fries, not a cooker of fries, they're hard to do when you don't fry them.
Oh well, good job L2, Lily and Layton. Way to handle your fry business.
Yeah, we had friends over, so their kids actually liked them too. So,
whose friends were they? Yours or your wife's?
Well, can they be our friends?
Nope, that doesn't exist.
It's actually not.
It is. At first blush, I say no, because you don't strike me as the hey Tim, come over for dinner. It would probably be your wife, so you could be fooling me. You're not.
Okay, it's my wife's long time, like since middle school friend, and they were like maids of honors in each other's weddings. So yeah, it was more her friend.
Okay, your boy's not crazy.
That's our guy, Mike Sautter, Hurrdat Sports, NEBPreps. Have a good weekend, Mike.
See you, Jerome.
Hey, you guys have a great weekend. Tomorrow, Omaha men's basketball elite camp is tomorrow, so I'll be interested to see that tomorrow.
Hey, are you doing your own Are you getting your own footage?
I could.
I just want to see what's happening.
Okay, I can maybe see what they let me do. I'm sure there's a compliance person there.
Oh yeah, good point. Good point. If you can hook your boy up, okay.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, see you, Mike.
Have a great fucking day.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Jerome.
Don't forget, get out to the PinnacleBankChampionship.com. Get your tickets for the Pinnacle Bank Championship presented by Woodhouse, whether it's for the golf, the fun, the concerts, the food, or just come hang out with the Hurrdat crew over at Hole 17. They've got you covered, the PinnacleBankChampionship.com. That starts less than a week from today. It's Thursday. It's right around the corner. Make sure you get your tickets, PinnacleBankChampionship.com. We will be back. Talk to our guy, Matt Vrzal, here in a few minutes on Hurrdat Sports Live.
Give me that cheddar, we getting Rico. Big money rolls like burritos. Give me that hot sauce, no pico. Give me that.
Practice is here for Nebraska volleyball. Anna Bellinghaus and Jacob Badilla alongside with you. Jacob, we got to see about an hour and a half of practice today. What is your main takeaway from the day?
Yeah, the first official fall practice of the Danny Busfrom Kelly era, and I think the biggest takeaway is just 17 players, all healthy, all look like they can help this team right now. That's a change from years past. John Cook preferred a smaller roster. Danny Busfrom Kelly, as soon as she got here, she kept everybody to begin with, and then added a few recruits of her own to push this roster out to 17. So I think one of the kind of storylines to watch moving into the season is how does she take advantage of that depth. I know in the past at Louisville, she rotated a bit more than what fans are probably used to seeing here at Nebraska. So I'm fascinated to see what that actually looks like once we get in season, especially because she ran a 6-2 a lot of time at Louisville, which makes it a little bit easier to use some of those depth pieces. So I think here we're going to see what does that look like here at Nebraska with this bigger roster.
One of our, goals as an offense is to become a little bit more explosive. With more explosive bodies, I think that'll naturally happen. Okay, but that's not what we're going to obsess over. We're not going to be reckless with our play calls just to try to get explosive plays. That will come situationally. That will come. Where that really shows up and your yards per play go up is just routine play after routine play after routine play. If it's a check down for 5 yards, that's good. That's better than an incompletion, right? So, or that's better than a sack. So just focus on routine plays, taking what the defense gives you. If you do that consistently, those routine plays turn into big plays with good players. And I think we have good players that can turn routine plays into big plays. That will help your yards per play, and that will help your explosive plays as well.
Imagine your first dream home and the feeling of walking inside for the first time. With Centrist Federal Credit Union's First Time Home Buyers program, you are at the doorstep of bringing your vision to life. Welcome home. From your neighborhood mortgage experts, Centrist Federal Credit Union. We are where you are.
You're listening to Hurrdat Sports Live. Now let's find out what Matt Vrzal is better at. Telling stories or making pizza.
Matt.
Matt's an exceptional young man.
Matt Vrzal.
Happy birthday, Matt.
Matt, he's a tremendous athlete.
Matt Vrzal.
Come on, Matt, I'm with you.
Like Matt Vrzal, you're one of the sexiest people in the world, but you're not one of the most beautiful. How does that happen?
Here is Matt Vrzal.
All right, Matt, thank you very much.
Welcome back, Hurrdat Sports Live, presented by Centrist Federal Credit Union. That's DB. I'm Ravi Lulla. Got to remind you before we get to our guy, Matt Vrzal, that there's ways to access cash from your home's equity. And one of those ways is a HELOC, a home equity line of credit from Centrist. May help you finish that remodel, update your kitchen, or be like Mike Sautter, take a little vacation for once, which he's never done in his whole life before, except for every year when he goes to Okoboji. This option typically offers lower interest rates than credit cards or personal loans, so you can be on your way to checking that off your to-do list. Start your application today and learn more at centristfcu.org, federally insured by NCUA and an equal housing lender. We're joined now by our guy, Matt Vrzal, former Husker, owner of Piezons. What's up, Verz?
What is up, fuckers? How we doing?
Matty Aloysius, how we doing?
Above the dirt.
I couldn't read the note that you read, and I didn't catch it till a couple hours later in the kitchen. I was serious when I tell you I don't appreciate that.
I pleaded that. Whatever. It is what it is. I didn't appreciate what you said either, so I guess we're even.
Well, at least what I said was true. Okay. Maybe it seems kind of true.
I can't tell if he's frozen or if he's mad.
No, he's mad. No, he might. No, he's frozen.
I think he's frozen.
He's frozen.
I was gonna say, I think he's frozen.
That's good because I didn't want to hear what was coming next. Shane, we may have to get him on the phone with the audio or with the visual.
He's a little upset because I called him racist.
Was he being racist?
Yes.
What'd he do?
That's the thing. I gave him like 15 examples and he explained them all away.
Every last one of them.
I mean, that's a tough look there.
I mean,
15's a lot.
I'll say 10 safely.
Okay. Safely, like you confident on 10?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's aggressive. That's a lot.
Yeah.
I was right.
You know who would never be like that?
Who?
Henry Winkler.
He's Team Jack, baby.
You can go see him, teamjackfoundation.org/Henry. That's August 7th. Make sure you go check it out. Support pediatric brain cancer and our friends over at Team Jack. And go see a guy who would be so nice to you. I've heard Henry Winkler's great.
I was just happy to see that nothing was on the white notepad.
On the whiteboard today?
Yeah, he had notes already last time.
We've got him back here.
So can we get the video and him be on the phone? I like to see his face.
He's just on the. Well, we can try, but I know he's on the phone.
Damn it.
Hi, Maddie.
Hey, boys.
Hey, so your face froze, and I thought you were like really about to say something mean. I'm glad it was just the fact that the monitor froze.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I got full signal over here, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's probably.
It does that every now and then.
Hey, so I was but I was appreciative of you looking out. How long did your Carney friends stay?
How long did old Davy boy stay? He stayed till about, what did I have to? I had to call at 1:30. He stayed there till like 1:45.
Man, that place was hopping yesterday. Is it a day? Like, do you know days where that's going to happen? Because it seemed like you were light on staff. That thing was jumping.
Yeah, that's the same amount of stuff.
Is that it?
So it's just Chase and one other usually? No, there's usually a couple guys back there.
No.
Really?
That's how crew runs. Run lean if you like making money. I'm the third floor.
Yeah, like the cleanup the cleanup guy?
Yep. So I just kind of buzz around there when they need help.
So how do you know? Well, what am I trying to say? You know when days are going to be. You'll say, "Hey, this is blank day. It's going to be busy." Like, do you have a good enough feel by now, don't you?
Oh yeah, yep. You know, and it's a good and a bad thing with us being able to do the lunches at Scott during the school year.
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of tough because people lose track. They think you're not open on Fridays for lunch, so it takes a little while for them. So Fridays, it's back up there for probably the month of July.
Yeah, because what was yesterday, Thursday?
Thursday are Thursdays historically busy days?
Thursday's a good day. Yep. They all, you survive Monday, Tuesday, you pay bills on Wednesday and Thursday, and then you make money on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So that's kind of how we view it and try to get it accomplished.
This might be too much behind the scenes of your mathematics brain, but do you have a good handle on juice being worth the squeeze of like takeout and like closing versus people sitting in the establishment?
As far as like what's
the most cost effective? Yeah, most cost effective.
Your food costs are your food costs. The benefit of people sitting down and eating is you get some booze in them, and that's good margins on the booze. So we try to make sure if anybody's thirsty that we have a ice cold refreshment for them.
Hey, how about a drink? Can I offer you something?
Provide public service. We love it.
Yeah.
Hey, I was explaining to Ravi how at one point when you were explaining the idea of however the penny Keno worked, and I was totally clueless, and I was like, well, Matt, you just do it. And I didn't know whether to blame you or Severe, but I joked with you yesterday. How does a guy go 0 for 300? Like, is that pretty standard?
Yep. Unfortunately, when you're playing Panikino, it is. You got to have one game to get 10% of the number. Not even that. You got to get 8 numbers out of a random draw of 20. Your odds aren't very good.
You said $3. I thought you were joking. I was like, shoot,
No,
I don't know why you don't do this all
those
the time.
those are fun to just sit and play. You just throw one out there, and if it hits, it hits. If it doesn't, it doesn't. If it hits, I mean, you'd have been doing cartwheels. It's $1,000. You wouldn't have known what to do with yourself.
All right, did you think I was joking when I told you I didn't understand a word you were saying? Just do it.
Yeah. That's why you just hammer one number.
I was totally clueless. And surprisingly, Severe knew what he was doing.
Well, Chris plays.
Oh,
so
yeah, that's probably where he got it, yeah.
Yeah, he's an information guy. So, he's asking her, hey, why are you playing this? And then she's got to walk him through it. And then he's like, oh, yeah, I'll play that.
Does he normally – were you expecting that? Does he normally stop swinging?
No, we see him. They get to go, but we don't see him come in much. I'm pretty sure, he probably saw my car and your car. He's like, well, let's go see what's going on in there.
I don't know if he knows what I drive. I don't really like him like that. No, I'm just serious.
The code Jet MCs.
Yeah, good pull. Hey, I have some offensive line questions, Matt. We go through this every year about depth and rotation and when not to rotate and should you rotate. The more options you have, do you think there's more pressure to play guys that you normally wouldn't use in a rotation because they are all capable? Like, are you introducing more dilemmas with more capable bodies?
No, I know the thought. I don't think that's the case, because I think it's almost the spoils of luxury. Like, if you have a bunch of viable tools you can plug in and play, it gets rest. It gets, guys can kind of, it's nice sometimes to come out and just reset and be like, hey, what happened there? Like, why was I not that great? Or why am I standing on the sidelines? Bob Knight said it best. The bench is a great motivator. And he went through the whole wiring of the brain. Ass hits chair sends message to brain, I don't want to be here. Get me back in the game.
But conversely, though, go ahead.
No.
I was going to say, but conversely, though, if I have guys that I know have, 15, 18, 20, 25 starts under their belt, and they just didn't win the job, is there a certain amount of itch that you have that guys can make you uncomfortable knowing they're not in the game?
No, not as long as you communicate it. If you're nobody anytime ever is going to get upset if you say, this is why you are not here. This is why you are not doing this.
Yeah.
Because it's just an honest answer. It's like, this is the reason. You may not like the reason, but this is the reason, which me as the leader of the group is telling you, hey, this is what's up. And if you want to change it, here's how you can change it. And so when you can go through those steps and you can do those things, then I think it helps a lot. And if you're a competitor, you take that information and you just harness and you get to work and you get yourself back in the game. And there's more of a sense of pride once you are back there. Like, they told me I sucked at this, but I fixed that, and now I'm back in the game. So that's the psychological side of it that I like. You're a pressure guy, right? It busts pipes or makes diamonds. Well, there's some pressure for you. You're not going to play until you can do these things, or you're going to play a limited amount until we feel you're better at this. I think that works for every position, though.
Yeah. I'm listening.
As a coach, I mean, I assume as a player, if you're a competitor, you'd basically never want to come out of a game. But if you're a coach and you've got capable bodies, what's the kind of ideal percentage of reps you want starters versus some of your backups to play? Like, how much do you actually want to rotate on the offensive line? Because I know defensive line, you see it a lot more. But like, what would your ideal percentage of reps be?
I don't think it boils down to any kind of percentage, I think your best way to handle it, or a great way to handle it, was how, you know, Milt and Dan did it. Like you would be, it happened to me at Texas Tech. It's like the third or fourth series of the game, and they're like, "You're in." And I was like, "Whoa, fellas, this game is not 21 to 28 to nothing right now. Like, we are still kind of in one here. Are you?"
Was this in Lubbock?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, have you
we
been
were
drinking?
raggedy.
Have you been drinking? Have you been drinking today? What are we doing? But you know, dish and just the excitement when you're standing there, you know, having to dish. But then you know, hey, and they'll tell you like this. Well, if you do well, they'll tell you. They're like, all right, here's the rotation. Dish, you're going to go in every third series at right tackle, and that's your series. So that's what you're getting. The last 3 plays, that's what you got. If it lasts 8 plays, that's what you got. If you punt, that's it. You score a touchdown, that's it. And so now it's different, right? You're mentally in it. You're focused. You're doing all the things you should. You're probably paying more attention than you were. But that's how I like to do it, instead of saying my backup guard needs to get 32.6% of the snaps. Like, these are your series. Go make the best of your series. And I think that helps the player too.
And you would say, and I think objectively, offensive line is the easiest place to see continuity too, right? So, first of all, do you agree with that?
Yes.
Okay. So if you're
easily,
yeah, right. So if you're gauging continuity, it sways you one way or the other about substitutions to begin with. Like, if you like the way things are moving because you can see the continuity, you're probably less apt to want to change it up, aren't you? Or am I misreading that?
Well, just as the player goes, though, when you're at practice and you can, you know, you're on your rotations in practice, okay, that's probably a better place to get a percentage of plays in. But when you can plug in, and we'll use Fat Taylor. If you're running ones and you plug Fat Taylor in,
the Outland Trophy winner.
Yep. And nothing changes.
Okay.
Right? Uncle Fester went into the game or into the practice and nothing changed. Now you as a coach, you're like, man, I got options now. Like, I can send messages to players. I can get things done. There's no drop off. Like, we are cooking here. So now as a coach, you're like, man, I've done this. Like, I've built depth, and not just a body I can throw in there, but a body where nothing is going to change. Like, I can do that. And then when you do it with Johnny Zaska, and you do it with Haas, and you get all those guys and nothing changes, the sky is the limit, because not only do you have great harmony with your first set, but now I can put in a different instrument and the melody doesn't change.
And they may have another full 5 too. Does that impact?
Correct. Well,
you know what I mean?
Well, you know, it's that season for us where we all get hyped up and we all get you know, drinking the Kool-Aid. We've got to see some of the second 5 in games. You've been there, you've seen it. There's a lot of guys that are great in practice. And then those lights come on and 85,000 people are screaming for you to do great. And they kind of shit in their meth kit to steal one from Milt. But, you know, you got to.
Oh, that's a great pull.
There's a lot that has to go into that. So hopefully you get into the game and you see just a subtle substitution, just one guy. And the cool part about the substitutions, when your top line guys are good, you sub a guy in, and he is in the safest place in the world. You know, so if you sub a guard in, he's in between Teddy and Evans Jenkins, or Evans, just Evans now. But he's in between 2 like long-standing guys, safe as a kitten, right? If you panic a little bit, they're gonna be like, "Hey, calm down. This is what we're doing," you know. And you just kind of go, and that's how you get your live reps in a safe, violent environment. But then you can see if the kid can play. Like, the practice stuff is awesome. It's great practice, going good, and they feel that they have too deep at everything. But it's a different world when the lights come on.
Hey, you'll get a kick
and
out
you
of
have it. you have another guy on the other team that's trying to get a raise, so he's going to want to make you look like an idiot so he can get his NIL money up.
Hey, you'll get a kick out of this. I was today years old Saturday talking to Mackay. You know I'm huge Mackay Nelson guy to begin with. You know who his first cousin is, and it'll all make sense to you. His first cousin is Justin Evans, and I was like,
really?
Shocker, two similar temperamented guys. Like you guys are cut. Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool because Mackay's roots are in Jersey. What
number is he?
The one you like, 35.
Yeah, no, I'm 45.
No, I still think you saw. I don't even know who that is.
Well, no, yeah, I'm 45 that day. But anyway, continue.
Yeah, like their first. I swear, So I wasn't there when you were there, but you told me about the dude. I'm telling you, it was Nelson. I don't even know who was wearing 45, boss. To be honest,
I know what I saw.
I hate when you answer me like that because you're not open to thinking anything different. Yeah, it is. I was like surprised, but not surprised. I mean,
there is when you get people will kind of poo-poo it, but that family atmosphere to it, there's something to that, right?
I agree.
Like we had the Zadiskas, and then you got the legacies of the Uyghurs and all those guys. Like that's cool. And if it's cousins, if it's brothers, if it's whatever, like, cause we got a set of brothers and now you're starting to get legacy guys in there. That's cool. And that means that the originator's experience there was good enough to tell family, yes, send him there. Go do that again. Cause you're going to have the time of your life. So that's cool. I like that. I like those stories.
Yeah. Similar personalities too. I was like, fuck, it works. I mean, two guys I'd probably take with me if I had to go. I'm for sure picking Justin Evans if I got to go somewhere and I'm a little iffy, like to pick up ground beef out of a freezer. I may take that guy with me.
That's fair.
Thank you.
I mean, I've been on him from day one.
Oh, like I know.
He's had the best speed up there for 4 years now.
And now you get to see him at the position.
Give him a run.
You get to see him play the position you always wanted him to play too.
I know. And then, if you look at what they're setting up, you got sledge and waiting, just learning and lifting, and should be a smooth transition. So it's what they're building is not appeasing to the common eye. But if you look at the way that the depth is starting to show now, that's a big deal. Like that's because the odds of everybody making it through the entire season without getting hurt, not very high.
Yep.
So to have viable options behind everybody where you don't have to move a position player, I think that's huge.
That's our guy, Matt Vrzal, owner of Piezon's, former Husker. Verz, we appreciate the time. As always, we'll talk to you next week.
All right. Have a good weekend, fuckers.
Thank you, Matthew.
That's our guy, Verz. That's the show for the week. We will be back on Monday. DB, it's August.
I know, and we will have had some things to look at.
They play real ass football this month.
They do, and we get to watch guys run around.
I know. I'm excited for practice tomorrow.
It's exciting.
I got to get my ticket still, but I'm doing it right now.
Best wishes, and I wish I had a helicopter.
Right after the show, right after the music stops, I'm hitting purchase on the.
Somebody dropped me in the middle of Lincoln without having to drive.
I know. I really don't want to drive. You want to drive for me?
Flip no.
You want to ride down together? I know you don't spend enough time with me as is.
I'd entertain that.
All right, we'll talk about it. That's DB. I'm Robbie. We'll be back on Monday. Hurrdat Sports Live.
See you. Have a good day. Love you.